Okay. Yeah, the base game I think was easy, personally. Very personally. Random hair curl strand. Wait 1 second. Ah. I got you beef. Yeah, I got all three. Oh. Oh my god. Holy shit. My brain is still like working on processing everything. My god. It's fucking crazy. Oh.
Do that. I had my speaker turned all the way down and didn't notice.
That's not good.
I'm very tired. So forgive any space outs during the game. I got the first night of sleep I've had in 3 nights.
Oof.
So
Kind of same though.
got my plate of seasoned potato. Went to game. It seems like they still haven't fixed the updater. Which is kind of stupid still. I wish they would. Oh well. We worked with what we got.
It's not that bad. We can deal with it.
Yeah, it's still annoying. Ooh. Ooh, very hot. Okay, it has been a little bit.
Yes.
Okay, you figured out what that was. Okay, that's where we left. Just refreshing myself on that very handy little recap thing. Thank you again for those, Mead.
My random ones.
So, oh, if I remember right, you guys had gotten back to town after solving most of the goblin-related issues in the area, and definitely solving the orc issue. I forget if you had slept for the night or not.
Probably not
Okay.
yet, because I think we left in a situation where we were thinking if we go after the goblins still, but didn't go because we sent the other ones in. I'm not sure.
Okay. Yeah, I remember you sent the one goblin tribe to, quote, convert the rest of the way of splumism.
Yeah.
Why do I have Luna picked? I can move her. Take your thing.
It's odd.
I accidentally moved her, so
Oh, boy. Let me take a look real quick. Ownership. Yeah, for some reason. Oh, that's right. We were trying to figure out what was going on the other day because Spike was having trouble.
could be. But I think
Controlling
it
her.
was on the other one. The other.
No, it was
Session.
this one.
Okay, it was this
yeah.
one. Okay.
It was Luna, not Freya. Which it turns out there was a major bug that caused non-player characters to just not work. And they did patch that.
Yeah.
That was like the first thing in the patch notes. So These are very tasty. All right. Okay, so you guys were on your way back to the current settlement from the
I thought we were already there since we looked for the monster again on the actual water and we found it.
That's true, yeah.
We were already at the settlement
Indeed.
again because we did abandon the goblins.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I didn't remember which one we did first because I
Yeah.
didn't read my own recaps.
We found what the monster
yeah,
was
we found the
and like called it a day because it's non-hostile.
Yeah. And we were just thinking still if we want to deal with the goblins or leave it to the Spluma cult.
Sir, can I offer you a drink with that sub?
Thanks for the resub, Noodle.
Noodle10 just subscribed.
I appreciate it.
Fucking
And hey, Zyron, how are you doing? How are you both doing? Thank you very much for the sub. Someone's
Your
lagging?
mic isn't happy.
Hey, Mike, everything's going best. Oh Lord.
Uh-oh.
How are you both doing?
I moved Torin. Nothing is
Yeah, you sound really crusty.
Yeah, and it's cutting out. You probably need to like close it. Oh no.
problem. Oh Lord. No.
Little technical difficulty.
Oh my God, what's going on? Yeah, bye. That's me. I guess I just have force.
Mm. You're doing good? I'm glad. I'm trying to look for a technical difficulty screen right now that I can use. Those are surprisingly hard to come by. Bit impromptu for that? I mean, I guess it always is. Never ever do you expect technical difficulties. On purpose, at least. Only thing that's missing is a is fitting music for something like this.
Test, test.
You sound good.
Sounds okay.
Okay, I have no idea what happened. Just everything decided to randomly shit the bed. Hopefully that does not happen again.
Hope so. Maybe like some kind of download fucked things.
No
Who
clue.
knows?
It just kind of happened out of nowhere and wasn't letting me pick anything to try to fix it. Yeah. Fucking Steam wasn't downloading anything. I don't think there's any updates that it was trying to do, or else it would have done that when I reset it. Yeah, no updates to be had.
Huh.
That was,
PCs are strange sometimes.
yeah, it's just, I have no idea what the fuck just happened. I tried to move Tor and the whole thing shat the bed.
Odd.
Very odd.
Maybe it has something to do with Foundry, but we'll see.
Maybe the
Like, it has
patching
frozen.
NPC things.
Yeah, and I mean, it had your things freezing before, like the
Yeah,
Foundry itself, so it could be it.
that's interesting. Now it moves it. Cool. Okay, I kind of like that change. It moves you guys according to the grid. It's not just slide you guys around, so it random where I drop you, kind of. Very useful. Okay. Are we okay, Foundry? Are we going to be friends again?
You have to test, move something before, unless Torin is going to explode your PC again.
Well, I moved her, so I think she's agreeing with me again.
There we go. Yeah.
Ugh. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Maybe it was just trying to update everybody and the whole thing decided to commit suicide. Because I mean, now I think it's showing your guys' updated proper stats.
I still have my 30, but I don't care. I just take
I
minus
still
one
don't know
on
why it
things.
has that.
Everything
Yeah,
else is
that's
fine
good
though.
for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything is completely fine otherwise, but those two
Right.
stats, but it's really nothing.
Yeah. It's like maybe it was just updating everything caused the
Yeah.
thing to have some sort of memory issue. I don't.
Yeah, it probably like was doing some background things Foundry with all the files and stuff, and somehow it completely froze down your shit in
Yeah.
general.
Weird. Oh well. Whatever. It seems to be okay now.
Or we are DDoSing you or something.
Why?
Through Discord. It's totally possible.
Well, I mean, you guys technically
We know
have
your
my
IP.
IP, so
Yeah.
like, no, not much I can do to fix that. Oh, yeah. Okay, so you guys were heading back home. Well, back to the camp. All right. As you guys, let's see.
Well, no, we were already at there. Like we.
Oh, that's right. You had just
Yeah.
got
The last thing
because
we
you
did
took
was
the
the
meal
sea.
form.
Yeah, the last thing we did was the sea monster thing.
Right. Well, water dragon sort of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I forget. Were all of you on the boat? I think we were.
Boat?
We were levitating and
Oh,
stuff,
Yeah,
that's
we.
right. You
stuff
were.
like that.
Okay, I was
Flying,
trying to remember what you
levitating.
were going out there on. So
Freya, and we used the
Yeah.
broom with
Right.
Spuma.
Yep.
with Tenzer's disc. Okay. Like I said, trying to remember what happened. What, almost a month ago now?
Yeah.
No. Okay. You guys were heading back. I think you got back because I remember you
We
guys
did, yeah.
cooking Spluma's gift rabbit. Yeah, because I think that's okay. Yeah, that's what those checks were for. No, you just finished that. And we're
Yeah.
heading back. Okay. Yeah, because those are the survival and arcana checks to see what the hell
The
you
thing
guys managed
was,
to
yeah,
gain. Because Spluma managed to use his water elemental to go check deeper.
yeah. And then I was like trying to find out what it is, and the Arcana check was for it.
Right. Okay.
So-
Now I think we're more centered again. Excellent. Oh. Okay. Still kind of waking up, so forgive the pauses.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry.
You guys do head back to the camp. You know, the guys are definitely happy to see you again. And immediately start asking you, what was it? What do you find out what it was? Blah 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 blah.
Oh yeah, Ryoka will tell them and that it's not a threat.
Right. They kind of look around at each other, but so what was it?
Like I said, she'll tell them.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just telling them it wasn't a threat.
No.
Like they kind of look at each other with that very obvious look of, but it's a dragon.
Yeah, but they're not usually threatening or harmful. Unless you go poke it, it probably will not poke back.
Also, if it gets greedy, you can give it gifts, and it's gonna be fine with it. Dragons are easy to buy, like out from things. Just give them fish.
Fish? Well, we could do fish.
I doubt it's gonna ask for anything else if it's just in the lake, basically.
Yeah, you can see a bit of the worry go away when you're like, you can gift them fish because you were pretty sure going through their minds, well, we don't have any fucking gold. We don't have any, magical items of great renown. What the fuck are we going to give a dragon? So
it's a basic dragon, so it thinks with its stomach, not with the brain.
the new group of dragons, the basic dragons, like they can't even. God
They're
damn it!
usually more after like carnal needs kind of things, like hunger
You
and.
realize you just accidentally set the personality for this dragon. If you guys ever meet it, it's going to be the most basic dragon bitch you have ever met.
Oh no, not the basic bitch.
God. Uh,
But
my
it's a
scales
sea
are a
drake, so
mess. I've got algae in my toes. You don't know how rough it is out here. God damn it. Oh, fuck my brain. They are very obviously relieved, though, that this is a little bit more of like a troll under a bridge wanting a minor sort of gift if it happens across them rather than, a proper, say, red dragon or something demanding tribute of sacrifices and fucking massive amounts of gold.
Mhm.
Ugh. So it is about just before what's that word? It is dusk at the moment. So sun's about to start setting when you manage to get back and tell these guys this.
All
sleep
right.
time.
Okay, just making sure. So
Unless someone wants to do something, but Rax is gonna just put his tower and go to sleep.
Yeah.
I'm just
Someone
gonna at
doesn't have
least do
anything in
like
particular.
a couple hours of night shift just in case because of the driders down south.
fair enough.
Yeah.
When they know that you're going to be placing your tower, Rex, they actually kind of ask you to place it in the middle of some trees to help knock them down and speed the process up.
Okay. I mean, it can move, so it can be like bulldozing over
Yeah.
things.
If you move it for them, they're like, "Oh fuck, can we like borrow you for an hour or two and just knock down a nice swathe to get a bit more distance between us and the woods?"
I mean, just say where we need to go, and I can just set it go in that way during the night. But then we won't be here.
Yeah, you'd be God knows where. So,
Yeah.
but no, they're like, if seeing that it can move and stuff, they just kind of ask you to knock down some of the trees along the edge of the forest clearing, so there's a bit more open ground between them and the forest.
We'll do
That way,
that
it's a lot
gladly.
easier to see if anything's coming to them because the trees and the shrubs on the shoreline are much smaller and easier to see through, whereas the forest is very dense oaks and pines and stuff like that. So they just kind of guide you along. I'm assuming you're on a balcony just looking absolutely,
Pretty much, yeah.
yeah, happy as hell because not only are you getting to impress people, you're also killing trees.
Yeah.
So it's like this is your element, Rax.
The only shame is that I can't burn him.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna kill them. And if you want to burn their weight, what's left over, they're totally fine with you burning like the roots and the shit they're not going to use.
Do they want to risk it? I'm gonna cause a forest fire, even if it's just stumps.
Oops! I accidentally threw a fireball in the middle of the woods again.
I lived that through Roko, so I'm not gonna mess this up for her.
Fair enough. I mean, they're probably not going to chop them up tonight anyway. They're just going to take the effort to drag them back to camp so they can process them in the morning.
Yeah.
But they're very thankful that you knocked down all these trees. It's sped up, at least 2 days worth of work. Plus, they don't have to rip the stumps out, which is the hardest part. So,
Nice.
all right. Since you are taking watch, Ryoko, when are you going to take your watch?
I mean, probably the first couple hours.
Okay, just making sure. So, I will check to see if anything bothers the camp. Okay. During your shift, Ryoko, see what actually pops up there. Okay. What's your perception again? Yeah.
Uh,
Okay. It is Ryoko that has
Too much.
fucking the mlem levels of perception.
She has more.
Yeah. Well, that's because she's a little higher level than mlem.
Oh yeah, and higher. I think your wisdom is higher.
I think so. Yeah.
Mlem
Like, I
has
know-
basic wisdom still, like 14
Yeah.
or something.
So, you do see a couple things on the very edge. Pardon me. Of the tree line.
Mm-hmm.
They're a little hard to see because, I mean, dark vision. I don't remember. Oh, you got 120 feet. That makes it easier, but they're still a little bit out of that sight, so they're a little harder to see.
I mean,
But
okay.
go ahead.
I was gonna say I'll go closer if I can't see them with stealth.
Roll me a stealth check. Quick.
Okay.
Oh yeah, very stealthy. It's a pack of wolves.
Ah.
They don't seem like they're starving or aggressive or anything. They seem like they're more checking out what the hell's going on. Because I mean, there was a lot of noise here.
Right.
But
just gonna watch them if they go away since it's just a pack.
yeah, I mean, they
Not
linger
gonna
for a
go in
little bit,
puppy.
kind of figure out. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised Ryoko didn't try to kidnap one. So
Unfortunately, I think wolves would fight back a little bit.
Yeah, that's
they would definitely fight back. They would not enjoy the snuggles. And probably could actually maybe deal some damage, unlike a raccoon
Yeah, pack
or a weasel.
tactics.
So, but they kind of check out the area around Rax's tower where all the trees had been knocked down. They seem a lot more cautious than hostile, just trying to figure out what the fuck was going on here.
Mhm.
And they do go back into the night after about an hour or so.
Okay.
But you don't see anything else during your shift.
All right. I guess she'll go sleep.
So,
She'll
Right.
sleep like in the village though, and not in the tower. Just if there is anything happening, that she can hear it.
fair enough. I mean, Torn's crashing there too, just for the same reason. She didn't take a night shift, but she figured,
Yeah.
just in case. She's used to sleeping outside. Rax's tower is very nice. Speaking of which, where are you sleeping, Spluma?
I'll probably just sleep in the tower, just for easy.
Okay, that's
yeah,
what I
the
figured.
tower is
But,
probably still really close.
oh
Rax
yeah,
moves it there, so if something happens, like yelling or something,
Yeah.
we will hear it.
Oh,
Unless if we
don't
sleep
worry.
really hard.
I have something
But-
different.
I mean it's mostly tents and like a couple shacks, so it's not hard to
Yeah.
get a hold of, or get close to the town as is. So, plus they're fine with you moving it over there because it makes more flat ground anyway as it moves. So, if you drag it along the ground. Makes a hell of a lot of noise, but hey, it's a great, ground leveler.
I mean, if they asked for it, he did it, like to do some ground leveling. But
I mean, since it's late, they didn't. They just happened to notice as you kind of brought it over there, like, huh, maybe.
yeah, because
Rax's
usually
heavy
Rax keeps
machinery.
it floating.
See you soon,
Yeah.
Erin.
They just happened to notice it when you were knocking down all those trees. That it
Yeah.
ripped out the trees and it made the ground nice and flat. So Rax's, tower bulldozer. Add in some plates and some mounted weapons, and bam, you got a killdozer.
Sadly, they
Long
would
live
stay
Kill-
on.
Killdozer.
You would have to put them on every time.
True, but I mean, wouldn't be too hard necessarily.
Eh,
Creative performance.
Yeah, get
Yeah,
some
that's
get
true.
some dwarves and gnomes to like make easy latch on fucking crossbow mounts or something.
Or try to modify the spell with a fucking extra level of crossbows and
True.
ballistas.
Yeah, just a fucking war level. That would be absolutely terrifying. Bringing
Just
one
one
of those into a
catapult.
just a
Go,
catapult on
Splumas,
top.
go!
God. Rage that thing into war. Can't kill anybody by ramming it, but you have a portable siege tower, so
And we're
Alright.
shooting bards.
So morning does come. I don't know if you guys need the long rest, but I'd go ahead and do it because I don't remember if you spent any spells or not.
I think I'm just updated, so
think I
I
got
don't
updated
need it,
with
but I'm gonna
the-
test it.
Yeah, it's probably a safe bet just to do it. Excuse me.
Yay, the fire breath again.
I forgot to check what the hell's making that thing do that. But morning does come. Real quick, everybody. Well, you guys are in the tower, so you're okay. Ryoko, I need you to make a wisdom save real quick.
All right.
Okay, I figured you would be fine. And Torin's okay.
The best wisdom ones were outside.
To be fair, you remember Torin's luck with wisdom saves.
Yeah, that's true.
Because god damn, she has bad luck with those usually. All right, so morning comes, and Ryoko and Torin, you guys are the earliest risers, and are also in the place. You hear a sound you're not expecting.
Okay.
It sounds like a bunch of donkeys and pigs.
Ryoko's gonna go check it out.
There's a fuck ton of donkeys and pigs just kind of milling around. They've knocked over food, they're eating, the donkeys are just kind of grazing, the pigs are into anything they can get into. But you do notice there's no people around.
Like, not even our people?
Not even your people.
Great.
Because they didn't have any of this livestock like this. They had a couple of work oxen to pull the trees, and that's it.
Well, I mean, I guess Ryoko's gonna just try and ask Torin to help herd them out.
She's kind of like, okay, what the fuck's going on?
I don't
But she
know.
sort of, kind of, I mean, they're pigs, they're tricky. Tell you what, give me a survival, see how well you can.
All right.
Well, we'll do yours at, never mind, fucking Torin critted, so. She's not aiding you, she's just taking
Yeah.
her own batch of them. So you guys kind of chase out the pigs and the donkeys and kind of like get them corralled into one of the huts. Because, I mean, livestock,
Yeah.
no reason to.
She's gonna do she's gonna do this on Shpluma.
So, Spluma, you just.
Oh, no.
Commandeered it.
He's be right back though.
I'm back. Yeah.
Damn it.
I don't know what happened. I like slightly grazed my desk with my leg
Yeah.
and everything crashed. So I was like right after sounding the horn. What did Spluma do?
Just Spluma?
Pluma said-
God damn it, breakfast better be ready.
Yeah.
I'll walk over.
Well,
Yeah.
don't worry. Like instantly after
Oh.
that, she also does the same on Rax, like with the horn.
Oh, Lord. So, yeah, Rax, you shoot awake because you hear a fucking horn blaring in your ears.
Just because I think we know that she has that, it's like, this is the worst kind of alarm clock I ever had.
Yeah, this is great.
God, you've made a horrible, horrible person for you late sleepers. You gave the early riser the alarm clock of knowing.
God,
I'll just send a message that 5 more minutes.
something's going on. You might want to come down.
Oh shit, okay.
I love that you use a spell. Just go, no, let me sleep. So you guys come down and you notice that it's eerily empty. The
Sure.
only two humanoids that are left are Torin and Ryoko.
Hello.
Well, this is bad.
Hi.
Everyone else is gone, and this place was stormed with pigs and donkeys.
Yeah, Torin was about to hopefully add and donkeys.
Definitely not a cursed land, I guess.
No idea what's going on, but something is.
Who are you hitting? Don't hit me.
A donkey.
What?
Holy shit, you're hitting hard.
Jesus Christ, Spluma, what are you trying to hit?
Animals thought polymorph.
So I'm
Did you
gonna
just punch an
uh,
animal?
Yeah.
I mean,
Only
Polymorph
one
not
damage.
incorrect.
What was it?
Like,
A
I mean,
pig?
this is close enough to be
What
a
was-
donkey, so I'm just
was-
gonna borrow the wooden donkey.
Oh, it was a donkey. Okay.
Yeah. So it kicks at you. So it hits you straight in the junk there, Spluma,
Oh.
and does 5 points of damage to you.
Okay, they're not people.
Ryoko just tries to hurt it
It
away,
took
like
me
shooing
through
it.
polymorph.
Ryoko just slaps it on his ass so it runs away.
Well, I mean, it's inside a building, so
Oh, well.
okay, yeah, it's the same stats as a mule. Which you do know that horses and donkeys have a bit more HP than one, sir.
Oh, you gotta knock it all the way down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
But
got to remove all the HP for it, and they tend to have a 11 HP.
But at the same time, I
mean-
think it could be just some kind of curse.
Well-
Shape-changing curse? Or
Yeah, I mean, let's not
whatever.
kill anyone yet.
Ryoko, with your
That's-
extreme hearing, you actually hear some laughter coming from somewhere inside the village.
She'll, like, go straight over there, like, running.
Give me in a wisdom check to see how well you can home in on it then, or a survival.
Oh, wait, I'll do... Can I just add the pluses from the survival that I would usually
Yeah,
have?
just whatever the plus is
Okay,
for the
wait, let me double
survival.
check. It's plus 5 extra, so it
Okay,
would
so
be
29.
29.
Yeah, you managed to go, okay, I think it's coming from here. And you notice on top of one of the buildings, there is a small pixie laughing its ass off.
Did you do this?
Oh, fey magic.
What?
No?
Oh shit, you found me.
Yeah?
Did what?
Could we talk, please?
It floats well out of your reach, and maybe? How
She'll...
come you're not like them?
I wonder the same. Why are they like this?
Because this is my forest.
It's your
I am
forest?
the Great Bacon.
The Great Bacon?
Yes.
That's an unfortunate name.
Okay.
No, it's not. I picked it myself.
Oh, okay.
What would you know? You're red.
Could we talk about being or coexisting with one another? I don't want to intrude in your turf.
Well, you already knocked down a bunch of my trees.
This is my village. We weren't aware.
So you're at fault.
Not necessarily. I wasn't the one knocking down the trees, but it is my city.
But you said you're the leader, so you're at fault because you're in charge of them, right?
Possibly, yes.
Protection of good and evil, huh?
That's why I would like
Tap
to.
Ryoko on the shoulder.
That's why I would like to talk calmly, please.
All right, I'm listening. Appease
Um,
the Great Bacon.
All right. Well, I was going to hope to build my settlement here. I was not aware that this was your terrain, and I'm sorry for, well, probably surprising you.
You knocked me out of a tree last night.
It wasn't our
That was
intention.
probably me.
You were driving that thing?
Yep. Sorry.
I'm sorry, but it wasn't our intention. Could you please turn the people back here? They have nothing to do with this.
Yes, they do. They were telling him where to go.
They were also not aware of your presence. Now that we are aware, we could work together.
Just because Bacon's tiny, everyone thinks Bacon can be walked over.
No, that's why I'm trying to talk with you.
That's why we're talking. But you're trying to make me change the back after you insulted Bacon.
I did not insult you. I wasn't aware.
So, even if you're not aware, if you knock somebody out of a tree, that's still something you did.
It is, and I'm willing to talk about it and take the blame, but I'm trying to
We
understand
talk
exactly what's
first,
going
and
on.
then
All right.
maybe Bacon will be benevolent.
All right. So,
When
Bacon,
she kind of holds her head up and strikes a pose in the air of just absolute authority.
how long have you been here, Bacon?
A long time?
Is there others like you
Well,
here?
other not as strong as Bacon, but there are many of Bacon's followers.
Would it be possible if we could coexist here?
But why?
Because I would not like to disturb you guys more than has happened now, and I'm sure you would like to avoid a fight if possible as well.
Bacon can take on anyone.
I don't doubt that, but there's no need to fight.
Bacon isn't fighting. Bacon is punishing. Bacon is judge, jury, and executioner.
Well,
But Bacon is also kind.
all right.
How would this benefit Bacon if you come into her land?
We could integrate trees into the settlement and your kind as well. It would be nice to
Hmm.
coexist with you.
So you acknowledge Bacon's greatness.
Yeah.
Let's see if she catches the sarcasm in that. Because God, was that just driven? Yeah, totally respect you, you fucking nutcase.
But I would like
no,
to.
it kind of goes over her head.
I would also, of course, like to get to know you more. If we do.
Hmm. Perhaps Bacon has misjudged you. Bacon is willing to take in new followers, Bacon guesses.
All right.
As long as you're nice to Bacon and the other pixies, Bacon will accept your offer then.
We will
Okay.
try to respect you as much as we can. I will let everyone know.
Just so you know, my Bacon's followers like pranks even more than Bacon,
Okay.
but they aren't as strong as Bacon.
All right.
So if they do what Bacon did, people will probably change back in about an hour.
All right. How long would it
But-
take for yours?
Oh, they're just pigs and donkeys now, so I had to change them back.
Right. Well,
Which she does look at you, Spluma, and just gets a big old shit-eating grin and starts laughing again.
let's all be
Okay.
calm. And it was nice that we could resolve this without a fight.
You couldn't take Bacon in a fight anyway. Which Torn's getting that let me at her look. But like, I can reach her with a fucking dawn or a flame strike from here.
Hey, well, we're not so shabby ourselves. We have been holding our own for a long time.
Well, that's fair, but
So,
all
hell,
right. As long as you keep your promise, Bacon will keep her promise.
all right. I will let
So-
everybody know. If
But-
anything happens,
Hey, Bacon wants to make sure that they don't cut down any other pixie homes. So Bacon gets final say on if a tree gets cut down, okay?
okay, I was gonna ask if you'd help them show which trees are okay and which ones are not.
You are wise then. Bacon's glad that you are a leader. Almost as good as Bacon.
Well, only fitting if we're gonna coexist in this.
No. Bacon is benevolent. She'd even let the ass spanker over there, and she points at you, if he was nice enough.
Oh,
And she kind
yeah.
of wiggles her fingers, says something. Does anybody speak Sylvan?
No.
Okay.
At least I do
You have
not.
no idea what she says. It sounds very melodic and nice, though. And all of a sudden,
Actually, Luna does.
Luna does. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. She kind of translates for you as, basically, Bacon is giving an old poem that seems to have power. Problem is, as she's trying to translate it, it seems to be slipping from her mind because it's so magical.
Interesting.
The basics she managed to get is basically, it's in a very long and drawn out way saying make things how they were before this happened.
Okay. Well,
And all of a sudden, where there were pigs and donkeys, there's now a bunch of naked men.
I
Very
appreciate
confused.
I appreciate
So,
you for turning everybody back.
like Bacon said, Bacon can be benevolent. You learned your lesson, so Bacon will let bygones be bygones.
Ryoko was like thinking of holding out a hand, but she's just gonna hold out a finger instead to like shake on it.
Bacon kind of stares at it and points a finger back at you.
Okay. It's like to shake on it. Our promises.
That's a shake.
Rex looks a bit like nervous of the promises and stuff because he's like, oh,
Yeah.
this is a Fae. What are you doing, Ryoko?
Well-
Stop!" But he really can't say anything. There is a clear face on him, like,
Yeah.
this could be bad.
So Bacon does fly lower and touches her finger against your finger.
Okay.
Shake?
Sure.
Hi, ma'am. Meow.
She'll just leave it at that.
So Bacon seems very proud of herself.
She's gonna gather everyone up and introduce her to Bacon.
The guys seem kind of hesitant to be introduced at the moment, given that half
Yeah.
of them are naked, covered in mud, and the rest of them are just naked with a mouthful of hay dust.
Yeah.
So they kind of, can we, before we, please, it's
sure.
a might bit chilly out here. And they all kind of go about finding, you hear various arguments. No, that's my pair of pants. Those are my boots, you bastard. Don't steal them. After about 15, 20 minutes, they kind of meander back in. Some of them more dirty than the others as they inefficiently kind of wiped mud off themselves before coming back over.
Mm-hmm.
But they are now all lined up and kind of with that nervous, what the fuck's going on look.
All right. Well, this here is Bacon.
And Bacon strikes another pose that hands on hips, legs slightly, stretched. Great, Bacon!
We had a little hiccup and unfortunately cut down Bacon's tree by accident, and we were not
Yes,
aware
you
of it.
did.
And that is why every one of us was polymorphed, I presume, into pigs and donkeys.
A classic.
And we've come to an agreement that Bacon is going to help us show which trees to preserve to not cut down with Fae in them.
Bacon is great, and Bacon will help you lowly creatures.
And
Just because your leader is a good person.
we're going to try and integrate the Fae folk into our society and city.
Rex, you see a look kind of like you had on all these guys.
I know it seems weird that this all of a sudden pops up, but we'll deal with things as we get them.
There's kind of a murmuring among the men. The head guy just kind of, well, if her ladyship thinks it's safe, we'll do our best.
Well, I hope I have Bacon's promises to not hurt anyone here, especially
As
if
long as
we...
they don't hurt Bacon's people or Bacon or try something bad, Bacon will not do anything bad. Bacon is a good person.
No one should do it on purpose. As long as you help them show which trees are good to cut down and which ones are not, we'll try to integrate.
If it's not me, it will be one of my underlings. Which you notice as she says that on the edge of the forest, there are many little glowing balls of lights of various colors.
Well, I hope to have your help as well in the growing of this settlement, because we're going to integrate you into it.
As long as you're kind to Bacon and her pixies, yes.
We'll try our best.
Bacon will shake at it and points her finger at you again.
All right. She'll point the finger again, but
Yeah, everybody's kind of like, what the fuck was that?
we don't mean harm to you. You don't mean harm to us. That's good enough. We do apologize for the initial accident. It was not on purpose.
Bacon does need a new home now.
Well, once you do select one, please let us know so we do not hurt it.
Give me an insight check real quick, everybody.
Uh-oh.
It shouldn't be anything too bad, but... Okay, well, jam. Ryoko is on point today. I'm not gonna... Well, I'm just gonna do it for Torn just to see, but... you're pretty sure she was more hinting towards she should be compensated for her lost home somehow.
On the other
It
hand,
doesn't look like she's going to go ballistic about it, but there was that kind of undertone of
Ryoko, like,
you guys caused this.
Ryoko after that is gonna be like grabbing her like neck and is like, the other hand, like, is there anything that we could help you find a new home with?
Oh, Bacon seems, does it? Oh, well, I didn't even think of that sort of pose. Sort of, very obviously being Bacon in this case.
Not using
Spluma,
this.
just make a birdhouse for
I was gonna say,
I'm not using that. I'm just showing you it and what it could do.
yeah, I was actually
have
gonna
a coin.
ask. I was actually going to ask if we should grow a new tree for Bacon.
I
There are
mean,
so many trees in here.
I know, but with
frankly,
What do
we
we
could
have to be
position-
doing?
no, we're here to cut them.
We can position this one wherever we want.
yeah, would you
And it is a big tree.
would you like to have a new would you like to have a new tree in the center of the Fae? That way we
Oh.
can.
You mean the center of the town?
Well, I was thinking we could add an extra, like multiple layers to the town, one being dedicated to you Fae.
Well, I mean, that would just be mostly plants and what's the word you people use? A park, a garden.
Sort of a park, but your home, I suppose.
Well, I
Somewhere
mean,
where we.
I understand what you're saying, where we can kind of be safe, but we don't really live in houses, so it would be like a park. As long as you promise like a parking area with trees and plants and things like that.
That's what I was
Bacon will
thinking.
expose.
I was thinking of dedicating one area purely to trees and Fae.
Rax, you notice that several of the guys get a, oh, thank God they're not going to be living in our houses sort of look.
Ryoko was also like going for that.
Bacon finds it's acceptable
All right. Well, Spluma,
and very kind of you. Bacon is happy and pleased.
well, I'm glad. Well, should we, would you guide us to where you'd like the tree?
And she kind of floats over to where you guys had, where Rax has kind of leveled a big chunk of the trees.
Mm-hmm.
Bacon's home was, and she lands on a little spot on the ground, right here.
All right. Well,
I'll just press it down.
please take a distance for 1 second.
Ask them to move, yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, she's not going to stand wherever you're trying to press things down. She kind of floats to the side.
Yeah.
What's a feather going to do?
Well, just watch.
And boom, tree. Which Bacon then starts to like kind of orbit your head, Spluma. You don't look like a druid.
I have many talents.
Honestly, it's really fitting that I'm becoming a druid slowly in the next level. This is actually just all like fitting.
Well, Bacon has heard you should not judge a drink by its cover.
Well,
Yes, I've heard that saying.
I did not understand Dastel. What did you say?
She said you should not judge a drink by its cover.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true.
But she kind of floats up to a spot midway where
Robot.
Oh god, yeah, my internet's been going shit.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I can. Wait, is everyone lagging?
Actually, I heard me.
It's
Am
fine for me.
Oh shit! I guess my Discord's bugging out.
Yeah, I know you're
Let's try this.
great.
Do you hear us now?
I hear everyone, but I just heard like.
Discord had like a stroke.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fine on our end.
Yeah, that's why I was so surprised. The moment I heard Meep speaking and it was also glitching, I was like, what?
Yeah, I think it's on your end this time because everybody else sounded
Yeah.
okay to me.
That
Yeah.
comes to a surprise. Usually it's on yours.
Yeah, I know. Be cold out.
Finally, the internet didn't do bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, she goes up about halfway up the tree, finds a good sturdy branch, stands on it, and taps the tree, and you see a tiny little door appear on the tree. She walks in, kind of makes a very pleased with herself sound, walks back out, and the door vanishes once she closes it back. This will do.
I'm glad.
Can
We're
I
go-
ask something? Just a random thing.
Yes.
Are you part of any courts, or is this your court only?
Oh,
I know, like Fae usually are part of like different courts. With
She
an
seems
arts
kind of
phase?
impressed that you have that knowledge. And she flitters down, lands onto your shoulder. Bacon does have her own court here, but she does serve a higher court.
No, okay.
Bacon is part of the Autumn court.
Autumn Court, huh?
Adam,
Mm-hmm.
do
Bacon is
any of
very proud.
your court live near here?
Oh,
So we
many
would
of.
know to
Oh,
not
you mean
disturb
Bacon's
them?
superiors?
Yeah.
Bacon's superiors live farther into the woods.
Okay.
Bacon is in charge of the small face, so Bacon lives near her charges.
That is good to know. Just so we don't, like, get in trouble with your, like, friends.
I mean,
could we say
of
it?
course, not that we're planning on, but like I said, or like we had the perfect example, accidents happen. But luckily,
Yeah.
we could resolve this one.
Yes, Bacon and her friends are going to make sure that you are okay. And unless you make a very, very, very big city, like what's that one over? It's south of here. With
Ebony
all the
Waters,
people.
yes.
Sure, that one with the boats.
Yes.
Unless it's like that side, you wouldn't even get close to Bacon's superiors.
All right. Well, I am
But
planning,
Bacon can bring them here if you want to talk to them.
not for the moment, maybe later, but I am planning on growing the city, but knowing that you guys are here, we're going to, of course, employ your help in making sure all important nature is preserved.
Bacon likes you.
Well, I'm
And
glad.
Bacon, she looks at you, so she's still sitting on your shoulder, Rex. Bacon will forgive you. You're smarter than you look, so Bacon accepts it was an accident.
I'm happy.
Yeah, I definitely didn't enjoy it at all.
Yeah, as you were probably screaming for that. Hey, tree!
But
Just a second. I have to throw this
I-
just in
I might have to just hop in and out of Discord randomly, so don't worry.
That's
Okay.
all good. Yeah,
Uh,
Bacon absolutely does not notice the bald-faced lie you said.
Ryoko will say that she's not always going to be here since they are, like, she's going to be out adventuring. So if you could have an eye on these people and townsfolk in the meantime, that would be very nice.
Well, since they're your underlings, they are now Bacon's underlings. So
Oh.
only Bacon can mess with them.
All right. I will let them all know that you do not mean harm, even if there's an occasional prank.
They're all kind of standing there and,
Yeah.
well within earshot.
Yeah.
See multiple little pixies are flying pretty close to you guys now. Some only seem like little tiny balls of light, other ones are a little bit bigger. None of them are as
She'll try holding out her hand to see if any of them come closer to take a, like, so she can have a closer look.
see. A little ball of light that's a kind of a bright green color floats over and stops in your palm.
She just has like a good look at it and like comparing like its size and everything, and just like meets it with a gentle smile.
Have you seen, like, I don't know what size ants you have over in Germany, but
Right.
those big red ants?
Yeah, okay. Hey, listen. I'm so glad I downloaded the fucking technical difficulties image. I'm very glad I downloaded the technical difficulties image.
If it doesn't like
Holy shit.
still not working.
I wonder
or
if Discord's like Germany's like Discord servers are fucking down or something.
could be.
Wait,
Do we want to
yeah, 1 second. I'm gonna just check. Oh yeah, there's a lot of reports on Discord at the moment on Down Detector. I'm gonna just try calling the group.
Okay. We'll move over once you make.
There it is. Is this better? This sounds
Let me
better.
check.
Yeah, this sounds better. I don't know.
That's
My
weird.
my Discord servers
We just
originated
have
in
a rogue
Germany.
Dastel here, so
Oh, you're right. Calling the bot.
Yeah.
it's the old Dastel.
Let's see. I don't think I have the new one as a Discord friend. 1 second.
Can I add them?
Could you add me like as a friend on Discord real quick? Otherwise, I can't invite you to the server. Dastel?
Yeah. Can you hear
Okay.
me?
Yeah.
How do I do that on this thing? I've never.
You can just right-click my name and add friend in the voice chat.
Okay.
There you go. Now I can add you to it.
There we go.
There you go.
Hello.
Now
For
we
some
have-
reason, yeah, it's like somehow I did not. I've never friended Spike.
You
and I don't
did.
know
It's
why.
just your old account.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
I
the old
forgot. I
account was here.
forgot.
Yeah.
That's right. It's like fuck. I swear I've had DMs with him and shit like that.
Yeah, we did. Don't worry.
I'm a bad person.
First I was like, oh, Dastel just didn't know this, but then because I edited
Yeah.
your name on my friends list to know which one is which, so I was like, wait a second, that's the old one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Okay, now, sorry, we're at the little pixie that's as big as an ant.
right. It's kind of green skinned from what you can tell. Could just be the lighting though. Has little bitty tiny butterfly wings, and the glow's easily 3 or 4 times its size.
She'll just like smile at it and like say that she hopes we can get along.
It speaks in a very tiny voice in Sylvan, which Luna translates as okay. But it sounds like the tiniest squeak from a mouse in volume almost.
Right. All right. Well,
And you see there's a mixture of acceptance, abject terror, and people making holy signs as the pixies start gathering around the workers.
it was definitely
You know, a
nice to
couple of
have
them
you.
are kind of like, oh, this is really cool. Some are like, oh, fuck, oh, fuck, oh, fuck. And the other ones are like, Chair will protect me. Chair will protect me.
Ryoko will try to like put her hands on like the shoulder of like a couple people panicking and just tell them it's all right.
Like, they kind of look at you like, they're not going to run. I mean, fuck, where are they going to run to?
Yeah.
Deeper in the forest where there's probably more of these things? You know, it's just kind of a, they've heard stories, you know. You're pretty sure you're going to probably see some milk cows in the village very quickly as they leave out cream at night or something.
I mean, whatever I guess makes them feel safe.
So,
Offerings for the fairies.
yes. So, I mean, you can tell that these are the guys that are probably a little bit more superstitious. They've probably lived in areas like this where, yeah, if you didn't leave out cream or a bit of bread or something like that, shit might be missing in the morning, or your baby might suddenly have goat ears.
Let's take today as an off day and just get used to the new environment. Especially you guys probably would like a break after waking up in the middle of nowhere after being
There's kind of a
polymorphed.
general nodding consensus with not wanting to say it out loud, but knowing what you're talking about.
Let's take today as a rest day and celebrate our new alliance.
Party for bacon! She throws her hands up in the air, and where is that spell? Bam! Heroes feast in the middle of town.
Well, there you go.
So, and everybody's like, "Oh fuck, this might have some benefits to it." So she casts several of them. There's more than enough for everybody. There's multiple tables of these hero feasts.
I do have to ask, Bacon. I'm not sure how long we'll be here before we have to set out to do some business again till we come back. Is there anything you need help with that you want us to, like, that's disturbing the forest or anything of the sort? I know the Driders are there plentiful.
That they don't eat pixies, so we let them about their business. But if they come and try to eat Bacon's new subject, and she punches her little fist into her hand. Bacon will take them out.
Well, that is good to hear. Are you aware of the dragon in the waters?
That's not Bacon's territory, so no.
That's all right then.
Bacon is aware of the green dragon in the woods.
Right. The green
You
dragon in the
took that
woods.
pretty casually.
Yeah. I mean, not sure what to expect, really.
Which Bacon kind of lounges back and just kind of crosses her legs in the air as she floats there. Bacon can take a dragon.
That's good. Whereabouts is this dragon?
It moves around a little bit, but its lair is, and she kind of points to a southwestish direction.
All right. Well, as long as it's not going to disturb us, it should be all right.
It hunts in the forest near here sometimes, but it doesn't live near here. Its lair is over by the river.
Okay, that's good. Otherwise, we're going to probably just spend a day or so and then move on.
Do you want Bacon to bring it?
Please do not. I don't think the townsfolk
Okay.
could handle it at the moment.
That's fair. Well, they seem pretty happy now, and yeah, all of them are fucking absolutely enjoying the feast. Plus, they're immune to fear at the moment.
Yeah, they do
Or is it
now.
advantage? I forget now.
It might be immune. It's high level spell.
Yeah, they
I don't
become
remember.
immune to poison and being frightened, so they are immune to fear.
At least that's good.
So it's 24 hours on it, so.
But we're going to try, or, well, I'm going to try and lead the people as best in the favor of all of us, preserving anything that's around. But, of course,
Yeah.
we're going to, like, lumber some trees that are fine for the settlement.
Bacon will help. Bacon doesn't want it to be deforested and doesn't want the pixies to lose their houses. So if their trees are near your stuff, it's okay to build a building near it. Just don't knock down the tree and respect whoever lives there. And
Sounds
Bacon
good.
will be satisfied.
Well, I'll plan it so we integrate all the trees into the city that are important.
Imagine having a pixie as a neighbor. The
Or in your
parties.
backyard doing the horrible things to
no
your
more
dog.
neighbor now, more like resident.
Yeah, I'm just kind of. Why is my dog now a slug? It was barking all night.
Can you turn it back? I'll think about it.
You got any of that cheesecake stuff? God, I just created the fairy mafia.
That's gonna be interesting. At least, maybe
For a
that's like
cheesecake slice a week. I can promise nothing happens to your doggy.
that's probably the fucking winter chord.
God.
The cold
Autumn's
bastards.
kind of in between those two, so
The winter chords are cold bastards. Can't deal
Oh,
with
yeah.
them.
Good dad.
well, I know for a fact red caps are definitely fucking mobsters. So
Well, they are absolutely.
there is no way they're not. That's gonna cut you now.
But this is good. At least someone else is here to, well, actually be able to fight and protect a little. Of course.
Yeah, I mean, most of the regular pixies are not gonna be much
No.
of
But having
they're
some
excellent for confusing and slowing shit down. That's
Yeah.
for sure. But in Bacon, it's like honestly, go ahead and give me an Arcana check there, Brax. You
Okay.
can too, as if you'd like, Spuma, since you have
I'll
your jack
aid you.
of all trades.
Oh, you ate me? Okay, I'm just
Okay.
rolling too because I.
Yeah, it's like
Rolled
just kind
already.
of looking at Bacon. She is definitely a very, very powerful fae. She's probably at least like a ninth level, if not a pixie lord.
damn.
Okay.
So she's definitely not someone you should take lightly.
Yeah, I mean, if we had to fight her, I don't know what kind of fucking spells she would have, and I'd probably am
Yeah.
fine with that.
Oh, I've already got a very fun spell list for her.
Yeah, I
It is
bet.
totally full of mindfuckery.
I
Plus
don't.
some very fun special abilities, like to turn an entire town into various barn animals.
Yeah. Over the feast, I'll just inquire about like her general like lore and like who she is.
Fair enough. She seems very happy to fill you in on the great lore of the bacon. So it's a little bit disjointed and broken apart. Like she keeps getting sidetracked. But the general gist was, best you can tell, about 400 or 500 years prior, she had managed to impress one of the Fey Lords.
Okay.
She doesn't specifically say which one, because she doesn't want to bother them,
Oh.
but is one of the higher lords of the Autumn Court. She
So-
did something impressive. It changes 2 or 3 times as she retells it because she keeps getting backtracking.
So
One version, she said she did a particularly smart prank. Another one, she saved a bunch of pixies. And a third one, she managed to convince a bunch of people to turn against each other and save a forest region.
interesting.
So you're pretty sure she's not lying. So it could have been all 3, honestly.
Well, it's a noble story.
Yes, Bacon's very noble. So Bacon has been benevolently ruling this area since then and made it a haven for pixies.
Do higher fays hear you when you say their name? Or why would you not?
Yes, that's how you call them.
Oh, okay.
Even if it's not their true name, if it's the name they go by, they can hear it and they may show up. That's why
At that
Bacon
point-
does.
Like, if I can cut in, Rax will
Yeah.
kind of like only whisper to Ruka that that's why you don't give your name to face.
Yeah, okay.
So she's like, they may not show, but because I mean, some of them are very, very busy, but they might show if they're bored or they're feeling particularly angry or, just
Right.
cause. So that's why you shouldn't use their names often, if at all, for the higher ones, unless you have a good reason to use it.
That's fair.
Mortals are usually a little bit less likely. You don't have the same powers we do, so you can usually at least say their name once and not have a problem. But if you say it too many times in a row, you could get their attention.
Right. Well, thank
That's
you
why
for
us,
letting me
us
know.
pixie lord, us Fey lords don't say the names of the queens or the kings of the courts, because, well, we only do that under extreme circumstances when we have to get their attention.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are very potent with magic. They probably hear you instantly.
Very. Or if you're in the Feywilds, it'll also happen. So if you end up there somehow, I wouldn't say any of their names unless you have to.
Right. Well, I do appreciate the information. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It was nice to get to know you, and I hope it's going to be a long relationship.
Well, Bacon will not die, so it will be long for you.
That's true.
Which, you have Peter, right?
Peter?
It's not you have Peter.
Yeah, I do have
Okay,
Peter.
it's like it's been a little bit. I was trying to remember because sometimes I get you and fucking Aiden mixed up. So yeah, Peter kind of pops his head out and snaps at a couple of the nearby fairies.
She'll tell Peter to not do that.
Not food,
No, not at all.
but food shaped.
Nope, not food shaped, those ones. Those ones are companions now.
And he just kind of sinks his head down and crawls back into your pack.
She'll just give him, like, she'll just, like, throw some meat scraps and stuff in there.
You hear some definite happy beak clickings and yum yum yums.
God. I just love that he's just housing in my backpack.
He just kind of lives there now.
Yeah.
So,
Backpack Kenku.
Yeah, it's just great. He just
this
randomly
is my
comes out.
pocket kinku.
It's great.
So,
It's
Sometimes I imagine him upside down in there, so only the little feet, the
Yeah.
crow's feet, will appear.
That's
from
probably
the...
while sleeping or
Mm.
something.
Yeah.
But it's
occasionally a wing peeks out.
welcome back, Shuri. It's
Oh,
it's
Lord.
very nice to have a backpack bird, especially such
It's
a
always
big
got
one.
someone to talk to.
Yeah,
Oh, Lord.
she'll just
But
enjoy the rest of the festivities with all of them.
yeah, now that these guys have partaken of the feast, which disappear after they eat, like they seem totally okay with these pixies. That some of them are, offering them beers, which you see several mugs with what looks like almost drowned flies of pixies
Oh
in
God.
them. So,
Ugh.
Oh
which
God.
they try to fish them out best they can. Start trying to find little things like pieces of bark to pour some of it into and stuff like that. They seem to be having a good time now that they are immune to the effects of fear and do not fear them.
Hell yeah, Shuri. Yeah,
for better or worse.
for better or worse. But
So-
yeah,
You see a couple of them, either you're not sure if they're making bets or paying these pixies, but they're pointing and laughing as these pixies turn people's heads into asses, into pigs, into dogs, just for a minute or so. And
yeah.
it's very chaotic.
I mean, as long as no one's getting hurt, like it's fine.
I mean, these are just regular little old pixies. So
Exactly.
the worst they can do, I think, is like Phantasmal Force.
Phantasmal Force. Oh God. One of the like
Or,
small, tiny balls just suddenly Phantasmal Force.
Yes, literally.
Some of them
So
can also polymorph, but it's not going to be that bad.
yeah, I mean, it's
because
just
of
a
the-
regular polymorph.
Yeah.
So most of their stuff
Thank
is
you,
mental. Like
Shuri.
the biggest physical one I think they have is entanglement.
Huh.
So, and the phantasmal force can only hurt them if they make it like dangerous terrain, like lava or something like that.
Right. I got to wake
So,
up
and
early
it's only
tomorrow,
if they fail
unfortunately.
their investigation check.
So
So,
D&D will be the last thing I do for the day for like another
which is
2 hours
fairly
or so,
low
2.5.
for them. They only have like a DC 12.
And tomorrow I'll look about taking a day off
So,
on
I mean, they
Tuesday
could
and Wednesday
cause
maybe
a
to play
little bit of
Elden Ring.
havoc, but no real damage.
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 Yeah, that's good. And I mean, as long as the townspeople seem like they're at least enjoying themselves now after the feast.
Yeah, I mean, they're basically the equivalent of like mind drug at this point.
They're not
but
unwillingly getting cast on anymore, at least.
some of them are, but it's at their friends basically going, "Fuck George, I want him to be an ass."
Yeah.
Making fun of me for being a pig. Fuck him. Oh, but everybody is hammered very quickly because when the feast disappears, they start rolling out their own kegs.
Right.
So, yeah, it's a good thing you called for a day off because, yeah, you were about to have a whole lot of very drunk loggers.
Yeah.
So, probably not the best combination. Yeah. Hell, too late.
Not that tree, not that tree, this tree?
How many knees will be chopped?
Yeah, just knees chopped, boots sticking out from fallen logs.
I arrived at the most
Guys
insane,
falling out of
fantastic,
trees.
incredible looking boss fight before I stopped today, Shuri. It's all just holy
The
shit.
fishermen would probably be okay. They're used to just kicking back and drinking a beer as they fish. So.
True.
The loggers, however, a little bit more dangerous there.
I'm trying to... What are those, like, things called again that we have that can make beer?
jugs?
The alchemist
Oh,
jugs.
Jugs, right. Beer.
Yeah.
Beer.
More beer.
Beer.
I'm not gonna throw it in
Beer.
chat, but I also have
Beer.
Oh,
Beer.
yeah. Everybody's going to be passed out by noon at this point.
Oh, wait, sorry.
Hoodie,
Beer.
wait, shit.
Make one of them mayonnaise and trick them.
Oh, I'll probably...
If the pixies don't do that for you.
Honestly.
Why does
Honestly,
this beer taste like skunk farts?
I don't know if they will like it, but I'll make one of them honey. I don't know if they would like the Fae or something would like
pixies
that.
are absolutely all over that shit.
So I'll make one of them like a whole gallon of honey.
Oh yeah, they swarm that shit like bees. So it just looks like 1,000 little fucking LED lights are just all over that honey.
God. Wonderful.
A couple of the slightly larger ones seem to have brought their own little cups and take a cup of honey and start drinking it. Every now and then having to pick out one of the smaller pixies from the cups.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad they're preserving and looking out for them.
I mean, they're all pixies. I mean,
Yeah.
they're not going to just, fuck you, Greg, and shove them to the bottom of the jar.
Yeah.
Because they're pretty... What? Oh, that's a wooden donkey. I forgot to get rid of him.
Yeah, that's the donkey.
I suddenly looked up and was like, what the fuck is that thing?
Sudden monster. Ah.
Yup.
Snuck on up.
Oh, God.
But otherwise, I mean, we'd probably just sleep and head out, I guess, in the next morning.
Fair.
Yep. Rax will do a bit more like as much like the pixies are not hostile or anything, but Rax knows face a bit like that they can be a fickle. So he just like puts alarms and stuff on the insides of the tower when he casts it and stuff.
That's fair.
So no one can sneak in, kind of thing.
Gotcha.
Just extra little security.
Yeah, just making sure you don't wake up with a strange head in the morning.
Yeah.
But yeah, she'll talk to the townsfolk like once daytime comes.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's like the whole night spent partying and everything. Everybody's having a good old time. Most people are absolutely shit-faced drunk by the end of the evening.
Yeah.
So Torrin's kind of sitting in the back, not really partaking, just kind of staring at the Fae. But she's certainly not doing anything to like make them angry. It's not like she's swatting at the ones that land on her or anything like that.
Rax
Just
is
kind
kind
of,
the
this is how
same.
shit is.
Ryoko will thank like both, of course, that they're being, or all three, that they're being respectful.
It's your town, so
Break out into song.
They are not bad, but I'm just being careful.
yeah, pixies usually won't cause anything bad. Pixie,
Yeah.
lords that are part of the true Fae court, different matter.
Yeah, but luckily we're currently well aligned with some pixies.
So, they love you performing. Fucking, you
Yeah,
just. You
everybody's
can't.
drunk.
Nobody
I
can
know.
see Spluma because he's so surrounded by lights. Like he looks like a vaguely human-shaped, multicolored. Like somebody had been wrapped up by hundreds and hundreds of Christmas lights, which you can mostly hear his performance through all the little tinkly bells of the pixies flying, but just barely. Which Speluma,
Yes.
give me a wisdom save.
Oh. Wait,
Yes.
see.
Oh.
On the laptop, everything's all blue.
Oh God, you failed it. Everybody, you kind of noticed that Spluma's shape shrinks. Spluma, you are now a monkey playing a guitar.
What?
And one of the pixies starts just rolling over laughing as this, fucking spider monkey's just jamming on a guitar.
Ryoko just cheers on Spluma Monkey.
Spluma Monkey is great.
Go with it.
I'm surprised you failed that, honestly.
Spluma doesn't really have a good wisdom. That's the thing. That's the
Yeah.
I'm aware, but
weakness.
still, I mean,
What is it, a DC 10 or what was it?
it's a DC 12.
Okay. So to
A
be a
DC
bit on the
12.
up and up.
Yeah. So
She will ask, or she'll approach Bacon and just ask, is there like any dish particular that you enjoy, like food-wise?
bacon.
You
I
like
knew it.
bacon? Okay, that
Yeah.
works.
That's why Bacon named herself Bacon. It's
Perfect.
the best food in the world.
All right. Well, she'll just but don't be alarmed. I do have a fire elemental as companion. I'm using it to cook. It's not harmful or anything of the sort. And she'll
As
just
long as it
like,
doesn't set fire to trees,
Nope.
Bacon will allow it.
she'll put it in an open area where there's nothing that could catch fire and just whip out her pan.
I mean, there's plenty of that, so.
Cut off some like fresh meat that she has like preserved in her back into like bacon slices and like cover them in some of the honey from the like pod to just make like basically
Making
like a
candy bacon.
yeah, candied bacon.
Well, you offer the piece to Bacon, who very greedily devours it. Oh Lord,
That is
perfect candy bacon. Which, yeah, she eats it. Kind of looks to Bacon would like more.
I can do that. She just cut up like some more like a good like I don't know how much she can eat. Like she'll just do a couple pound. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, Bacon's fairly big for a pixie. She's
Yeah.
like, I guess the the best way to put it is like the size of a full-grown chihuahua, so probably about twice the size of a normal pixie.
Oh God, that's an awful comparison, but good at the
I
same
know,
time.
but I can't. Would you prefer a terrier?
No, I had one myself.
It's like that's just the immediate because it's bigger than a rat, but smaller than a real dog.
Yeah, then again, rats are cuter than terriers, like Yorkshire Terriers.
Yeah, but rats don't get as big as
No.
you know.
I had a Yorkshire Terrier that was deathly afraid of anything like fun related.
Aw,
Unrelated?
Yeah, like any toys or stuff like that, he'd just like book it.
Ah, okay. That's kind of interesting.
And
Here's your
fear
ball.
the
Oh God,
boy.
no, not the ball.
Yeah. But yeah, she'll just make some more for her.
Fair enough. She eats about a pound worth of food and seems very fat and happy.
I'm quite well versed with culinary experience.
You should become Bacon's personal cook.
Well,
Bacon would introduce you to all the other Fae and admit that Bacon has the best cook.
Be careful.
I appreciate it, but
What in trouble you are.
I'd have to decline, unfortunately.
A shame, but as long as you make bacon for Bacon, when Bacon sees you here, Bacon will be happy.
I'll try. But can't promise, of course, if I'm out of any of the resources.
Bacon requires pig. Bacon can find pigs for you.
Oh.
Rex looks at
Yeah,
the
we'll look at the
people.
polymorph, like real quick too. It was like,
Yeah, that's an easy way
please,
to get a pig.
please not the pigs kind that we had earlier.
No, wild pigs in the forest.
Right. Okay. That's good. That's better. Talking
People
about
pigs don't taste as good.
talking about more of the nature preserval. Do you mind if we do hunting? Of course, not over hunting or anything of the sort.
No, it's natural. Things die, things get eaten.
Yep.
Just no hunting pixies.
Okay. Yep. That will be
Because some
fine.
people think that if you get pixie wings, they'll bring good luck. When they don't. They bring other angry pixies.
I was gonna say, wouldn't that just cause a lifelong life of pranks to you?
Mm-hmm. To any pixie. But some people are stupid.
Well,
Which she kind of looks around conspiratorially and leans over. Some people think if you keep the feet of animals, it's good luck. And that's just gross.
I've seen it's weird. Especially rabbits for some reason.
Is that it? I thought it was like pigs.
Well, maybe
But
those
I guess
two.
rabbits make more sense. They're smaller.
But I have faith in you to also educate our people here so that we can live in harmony.
Well, as long as they listen to Bacon, they should be good little servants.
They shall. But yeah. I'll talk to them all in the morning. Right now they're
I
way beyond
Need to
drunk.
make a concentration check on that pixie that's laughing. She holds it, so still Spluma monkey jamming it up, singing at the top of his little monkey lungs.
Hell yeah.
Which
Little
several of the
monkey.
townsfolk now are just gathered around looking at the singing monkey going, what the fuck is this? This is cool.
God.
I didn't know a monkey could, play this well. The singing's awful, but it can play that guitar.
Show us the better singing. Do another performance.
Oh, God,
It will
well,
be a
that's
disadvantage
pretty
because you are
good.
currently a monkey. So,
Well, usually I get advantage, so this will just be normal.
right. Because, I mean,
Oh,
yeah, you are totally not
no.
used to vocals of monkeys, so it's just.
Oh wait.
We have Dice of Fade.
Dice of Fate, yeah. You can do it. Reroll.
Not even the marvelous, the topsy turvy.
Oh, you just reverse
Ah.
it.
Ah, yeah, there you
It's an
go.
automatic. All of a sudden, it goes from to just and which everybody's kind of like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Even the pixie's like, that's not supposed to happen. And after about a minute, just kind of loses concentration out of confusion. So Spluma's back to Spluma.
Nice.
Oh Lord. I forgot about the topsy turvy.
Be very limited, but when it does come in,
Very,
it'll be nice.
I mean,
It's
it's
really
very
good,
handy when
though.
it does
Yeah.
come in, Well, that's probably going to be the most hilarious use of it, mind you, to make a fucking, monkey croon like Frank Sinatra.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Oh, Lord.
she'll just enjoy the festivities and like sleep when everyone is.
Oh, yeah. Unless you guys are doing anything else, it's just a lot of goofiness, lots of happiness. Torin and Rax kind of sitting in a corner going, I'm not totally okay with this.
Rex is just kind of like studying
And
what's
Torin's just
going
kind
on
of
and stuff.
in a state of acceptance. This is what's going to happen. I can't attack these things. They're not harming people, but I don't really like them. So, and yeah, I mean, if you're studying, like, they are all kinds of just kind of checking out your shiny jewelry. If you do magic tricks, they are all over that shit. They're like a bunch of hyperactive 4-year-olds
Okay.
with limited magical powers.
Right.
So, and
Jingling the
Bacon's,
keys.
oh yeah,
Look here. Look here.
basically, look at this pretty illusion. Ooh. The only thing they seem a little bit advertational to is any fire magic that you use.
Makes sense.
They still kind
Yeah.
of watch it, but they put an obvious distance between them and the fire. Everything else, yeah, they're as close as they can possibly get to try to touch or poke or prod it.
Okay.
So, was there something in particular you were trying to glean from these pixies?
Not really. It's just Rex is just kind of trying to get used
Curious.
to like
Okay.
them.
I was
So
just wondering
nothing
if you were trying
specific.
to find like some sort of arcane secret through the pixies.
Yeah. No.
Just one of them you accidentally pop in your mouth.
Oops.
Yeah, Dusty.
I'm not
On a
Clem.
plus
No,
note,
right.
Yeah.
do give me a Arcana check there, Brax.
There we go.
Yeah, you realize that pixie dust is literally piling up on your shoulders and the top of your head. And that is a fairly valuable magical component.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably like gather some of it into some kind of like jar or a empty potion
I
bottle.
think you have some vials on you, don't you?
I do have a lot of vials, yeah.
You
And
can fill
empty
about. Oh, give me a
bottle
dex check.
bottles.
Give me a dex check. Dex check real fast. There.
Where is my deck? So that's a saving throw.
You managed to bottle about 3 vials worth of pixie dust.
Okay.
So most of the, since it is dust and it's in an awkward place, you do knock a lot of it down to the ground. Pretty
Yeah.
soon you look like a glitter ray gone bad. But you do bottle 3 vials worth of it. There's a lot of pixie dust on you. And Bluma, yeah, you are like a fucking, you glimmer in the dark, you're so covered in it.
Beautiful.
You're shiny.
Very shiny. You're almost as shiny as Torin in the sun. So, but everybody can go ahead and give me a long rest,
All right.
as Bacon makes sure that nothing harasses you guys during the night.
What
Holy
the
shit.
fuck?
What the hell just happened?
Well, there's
All
my.
your jugs.
They're the. What the fuck? Spluma
And the
too.
silent alarm.
Oh, it's finally starting to do all the charges again.
Holy shit. That. What the fuck?
Okay, I was like, what the hell was that?
That surprised me
I
too.
gotta remove that feather token.
God
That
damn.
feather token isn't reusable, is it? It's just a
Mm,
one-time
The
thing.
feather token is not reusable.
Yeah,
no.
that's odd.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it
I'll
has
just
to
remove it.
recover some items that really don't
Mhm.
do it.
Yeah, like the potion of fire breathing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean the tokens are a one-time use sort of thing. They're great for
Yeah.
transporting like a boat and stuff, and then well, you leave the boat there because
Right.
boats aren't
Right.
handy in the desert. Unless you have a very creative, artificer with you or something.
Boat on wheels.
Yeah, basically, I convert my cannon into the boat into my cannon. Now we can ride it. So, morning comes. There are a couple extra little pixie pranks that happen during the night.
Of course.
rats, you're fine because every time one of them tries to sneak into the tower, it alarms you. You wake up and you shoo them away.
Yeah.
Some of the townsfolk have, funny faces painted on their faces. A couple of them can't find like one of their shoes. Little minor, pranks that like a kid would pull on their parents on April Fool's Day. Certainly nothing harmful, but everybody's kind of like, oh, God damn it. This is going to be daily.
Yeah.
Trying to think of ways to counteract pixie mischief during the night.
Yeah.
You
Ryoko's
do notice that a couple of them that seem to be getting along particularly well with the pixies do not seem to have been pranked.
Ryoko does round up all the humans, well, the ones working for her,
Yeah.
and she's just gonna tell them that, well, I know last night, or last morning rather, came as a surprise to all of us. It is nice that we got along so peacefully with the pixies and that we're now under their protection as well. I would like.
A couple of them kind of give you a look with their funny faces painted on.
I know the pranks might be a little bit annoying, but let's just try.
I'm still looking for my boot.
Let's just try to enjoy some of the pranks they do, even if they might be uncomfortable. But to get along as good as we can with our new friends that we're going to have in our settlement as well, be sure, especially in my absence, to listen to their commands of what to not hurt or what to
Suddenly, in the
cut.
middle of your speech, Peter pops out with a head of a human and goes, "It's a boy!" And just looks absolutely pleased with himself.
Hi.
Peter can talk like you can now.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
That's great. Why don't you stay in the backpack for a bit longer?
Peter can talk with you.
I'll talk with you in a moment. I just got to finish the talk.
Peter's a real boy.
You are a real boy, but
and the spell ends, and he goes back to a Kenku.
You're always my real.
Peter is very sad.
You're always my real boy, Peter. Don't worry. Don't let a human facade trick you. Well, where was I? Right.
Everybody's kind of, the hell was that about?
Let's not let these pranks get to us. Let's try to enjoy them for what they are. Let's coexist with the pixies. And especially in my absence, please listen to what they tell you to not, or what they tell you to do. Cut
Bacon
down.
kind of floats down onto your head.
Well, hello there.
Hello. Bacon's just making sure everything's going well.
It is, yes. But as I was saying, I'm going to try, and I want to preserve as much nature, especially the important bits, as possible, and integrate them into our city. So let's try to make that come true. You guys can just carry on about your business, but if you're lumbering or anything like that, I'm sure Bacon and all the other pixies will offer their assistance to help you.
Bacon will make sure at least a pixie is nearby whenever they go out into the woods.
That's good. That way you guys also have some protection if there is anything happening.
I've got a question, your ladyship.
What is it?
Can we get a milk cow?
A milk cow?
The guy kind of nods.
I've
just heard that if you leave out cream, the pixies won't prank you.
Well,
Are we there?
let's
Because I would
ask.
love to
Let's
send
ask
a message
Bacon.
Yeah,
to that
you're
guy.
there.
Let's ask
Okay.
Bacon herself.
I'll write it.
Oh Lord, what are you? Okay, let me wait for whatever
Okay.
Rax is about to cause. All after he says, that this guy just gets a look like the devil himself has appeared before him. Oh no, 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 no.
Calm
Please,
down.
no.
Calm down. What's going on?
I don't want to be. I loved my cow as a child. I didn't do anything bad to her.
Can you calm
I
down?
promise I'll be good.
What's happening?
I don't want to be the cow. No.
You're not going to be a cow. Like I said,
But I heard
she
it.
does look sternly at Rax, obviously.
He's
probably
just
laughing.
smiling,
Yeah.
quote unquote, innocently. It's clear, like that.
Yeah, the clear Rax is up to something grin.
I apologize, but
It's basically a green that's only Ryoko. I guess Spluma
Yeah.
can also, and Torin can read it
I-
at this
I've-
point. And
I've
this
been-
is the,
I'm
yeah, this
Probably
is
kind of used to it.
I'm
at this
afraid
point.
there's
It's
been a
like,
misunderstanding. I think you might have heard something in your mind from someone, but don't worry.
I did because it
Don't
wasn't my voice.
Rest assured, it was not one of the pixies. It was just someone else pulling a prank.
That makes it even worse.
Yeah. Well,
What if
but
there's some horrible archdemon or
Bud,
something?
why
Or,
don't
my
we
God, are
listen?
we angering the gods by making this deal?
We're coexisting with the pixies, and I'm sure the pixies, Bacon would probably assure you as well that as long as you're treating them nicely, that they will not prank you.
Probably.
Could you clear up if the cream thing is true or false?
I mean, pixies always like gifts. Depends on the pixies, but cream's always good. Sweet treats are always nice.
All right. Well, I mean, if you
Which, yeah,
guys
there's a general murmuring of cost of cows, how they would get them here.
if you guys want, I can check in Ebony Waters and see if I can deliver some cows for you guys.
Please do, ladyship.
I'll try.
I mean, we don't, and they kind of gesture to the general rations they have. We don't really have much pixie-worthy food. I'm for them.
I know. I
I
don't
found
know.
my boat.
How are you guys? How do you
Good for
pixies feel about like fish as food?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Eh.
that kind of makes sense.
You know, several of the lights change color to red.
Uh, tell you what, I will be leaving. 1 second, what I forgot. There you go. I'll be leaving one of these here for you guys to make honey for the pixies.
There's general just a sigh of relief.
So you guys can use this to make. I believe it was daily that it recharges, if I'm not wrong.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is daily.
You can use this once a day to create a gallon worth of honey. And she'll just like leave it like in the main building basically for them.
Yeah, they kind of put it there with a reverence that someone would a holy icon or something.
Exactly. So
So
you can use this whenever you feel the need for it. Of course,
probably daily, ladyship.
it's going to be a big step getting used to everything, but I hope we can all work in peace and in alliance. Of course, if there is differences, then we should.
Bacon will solve the problem if there is differences. And she kind of steeples her fingers with a almost Rex-like grin.
Please not with anything harmful, at least. Let's try to talk it out first.
No, these are Bacon's subjects. Bacon will punish but not hurt. It's
All
all
right.
about learning lessons. That's what Bacon's lord told her.
All right. Well, heard that.
Which
There's no one going to
She
be
does
hurt.
kind of lean into your ear and whispers very, very quietly something. I will put it
Okay.
into the whisper real quick. Seems like I accidentally closed that window. Open the damn notes again.
Open the
Here it
notes.
is. There you go. Which you feel a bit of, well, I say a bit, it feels like a magical tingle runs through you when you hear that word.
Okay. What the fuck? Wait, everyone is BRB?
No, there was
Okay.
just a
No.
big echo, so we muted up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there was
We
a
heard
hell of
each
an
other.
echo.
I literally, you told me, and then, like, bam.
Audio's gone.
What did you hear?
Us.
Oh, you just heard
Yeah,
you
like
guys through
it
my
was like
mic?
constant echo of us
Oh, yeah.
when we spoke.
What the fuck?
It was weird, and thankfully I had the state of mind to mute as I lost it, or else everybody's ears would have been blasted.
It sounded hilarious though. So.
It did. That's why I started laughing. It's like, oh Lord. If I laugh, nobody's gonna have hearing for the rest of the day.
God.
Oh,
There we go.
your audio is absolutely fucking
I
me
have
today, isn't it?
no idea what's going on. It wasn't a problem before D&D at all.
Yeah, like what's going on? Boundaries fucking everyone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Foundry
like-
is just apparently causing everybody to have issues today.
I'm so curious of what the fuck is going on.
It might just be an issue with the new update that's causing like a memory leak or some shit like that.
I have had like my own like RAM leak issues before, so it wouldn't be that like surprising.
So, because I mean, my computer basically hard locked.
Yeah.
And it was when I had Foundry running.
The weird thing is like I've been having this for a bit now, but my RAM is using 50% of it at the moment, while using like 3 out of the 32 gigabytes.
That's weird.
Yes, very, very odd. And I
You
don't
might
know
want
where
to
it's
check
coming
your
from.
BIOS to see if something is preventing RAM usage or something.
Yeah, I don't know, or something's using it in the background that's hiding itself or something like that.
I mean, if that's the case, it's definitely a virus at that
Yeah.
point. Because
But God knows
you've got Bitcoin miner viruses.
you've got mail. But yeah, I'm fine to actually play again. My God.
It's like, this
Oh,
has just been a wild ride.
yeah,
Bidding for pixies!
no joke. All right.
Oh, Lord. But, yeah. I completely lost what
Same.
I was saying.
I
We're
answered.
whispering,
Yeah, I
so
answered your
that's
Yeah,
whisper,
okay, it was the whisper. That's right. Okay.
and I think what I was in the like action of doing was that I was telling everyone that we're going to integrate and like deal with all of these new like this new alliance with as much care as we can, and I'm going to of course try to meet everyone's needs, and I even though the honey is here, if they would like, I will still try to send some animals over here.
They kind of all nod in agreement.
All right.
Spluma, you feel your pant leg being pulled on.
Oh, look down.
You see TikTok.
Oh, hey, buddy, how you doing?
Oh,
TikTok,
no.
okay.
That's good.
Brought gift. Other goblins made. And
Oh,
he kind of gestures for you to hold out your hands.
okay.
And he drops a bunch of little wooden figurines into your hand.
Oh, well, that's nice.
They vaguely look like you guys.
Oh. How are you doing, great shaman? Chief.
He is definitely not fitting the rope he's wearing. It's still dragging on the ground behind him. But he straightens up to his utmost and puffs out his little toast rack chest. Goblin's good. Soon we convert others to great way of the gods that taught Tic-Tac good way.
Yeah, that is
And
good.
Bacon kind of looks down and stands in front of Tic-Tac. You praised Bacon's underlings. Good for you.
Ryoko will like ask Bacon to come to the site real quick,
Bacon kind of looks at you and floats over.
and she'll whisper like to her like basically like, don't worry, that we helped them before. They think we're gods. They're especially worshiping Spluma. We're just going with it. We're not anything of the sort, but just go with it. They're very defensive and aggressive about it.
Oh, it's a prank. And she kind of taps her head.
Yeah.
Bacon gets it.
Yeah, exactly. You're smart.
Which Bacon then floats over in front of you, Spluma, and gets on her knees and bows. Oh, great one! Tic Tac just grins.
Yes,
Greatest
much
one.
appreciated.
All right.
So,
Well, that should conclude the
which
meeting,
the
though.
rest of the pixies start to coalesce around Spluma again.
That should conclude the meeting, though. We can now go work on the forest as planned, with everyone being assisted by the pixies. I count on all of you to do your best.
Which she starts speaking in Sylvan to the other pixies. Luna, of course, translates. Basically, she's just assigning an individual pixie to each worker. The rest are free to help or do whatever they want, but these are apparently the ones she trusts the most,
Right.
and she's assigning them to each person.
I implore you, try and listen as best as you can to the pixies, and you do have to be aware that these workers do not speak Sylvan, so try to communicate with them properly, if it's possible.
She, kind of nods. They can do lights, which
All right.
almost on cue, they all turn red, and then they all turn green.
Let's agree. Red light means tree cannot be chopped down. Green light means tree can be feel free to chop down.
That's the point. We've heard that red means bad in human
Yes,
ways.
for us it does.
And green is always good because that's the color of trees.
But nevertheless,
Green is always good. Yes.
I appreciate all of your assistance, and let's turn this into a wonderful, flourishing city.
You see about a 50-50 split in the cheers, their enthusiasm. Some of them are like, yeah, this is going to work. Other ones are like, there's a fucking pixie on my shoulder. Graham warned me about this shit.
They're gonna get used to it. It's
So,
fine.
Some of them are trying to bribe their pixies into not, doing things by giving them little bits of food
Yeah.
and stuff like that, or shiny buttons.
All right. For that, I'll leave you guys to it. If there's any urgency, please reach in word to Ebony Waters.
We will, Lordship. We've got one message stone with a guy we trust over there, so.
All right. Perfect. I'll try to deliver or get some supplies delivered to you. Hopefully in due time.
Understandable. We'll be heading that way in about a week to sell some of the lumber anyway.
Sounds good.
So
We'll clean the road
I
ahead
forget,
of you.
Did you give them any of those bags of cold holding?
I did not, but I probably should. I will give them a small bag of cooling, like the ones that I have extra.
The 50-pound one?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is
with that, they can maybe travel. Well, they can travel to other nearby towns and villages and trade the fish.
okay. Yeah, that's actually good. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if you gave them any or not,
No.
because it's like getting anywhere not close to a waterfront with
But-
fish in this area is kind of a bad idea.
Thank you,
unless
voice.
it's heavily sodded.
Thank you, voice in the
salted.
sky, for giving me tips.
You're welcome.
But
Just think of it as the voice of Bahamut going, "Hey, you know, it'd be a great idea."
let's see. I'm just gonna check if I do want to leave them with anything else. How about some bags of beans?
I mean,
What?
What? What?
if you do, you'll have to tell them what to do with them. Otherwise, they're going to try to eat the beans.
No, but no, I will, because I have this extra as well. I will hand them a spice pouch as well.
Okay.
So they can eat or cook better meals.
They are totally okay with that. Having spices on hand is a rare luxury.
Yep, I'll give them that as. And is there anything else I would like to give them? Nothing that comes to mind immediately. I do have some of the items that can cast like little cantrips and whatnot, but I don't think any of those are going to be Like the ones that I have extra are going to be particularly necessary. Otherwise, they're going to be under the protection from the pixies, so I don't think I'll have to give them any weapons. Don't worry, I'm just like scrolling through my inventory to see if I can like find anything.
I know.
Nope. No, that's all.
Wasn't wanting to interrupt your train of thought. That's why I was keeping kind of quiet.
Yeah. That should be everything. Yep, that's everything. A spice pouch, a jug, and the bag of cooling.
Smaller bag of cooling. Okay, yeah, I mean, those are definitely very handy items for them to have.
Very good.
So, because the
Okay.
honey will keep the pixies happy. The spice pouches will allow them to cook better stews and meals for the group.
Yep.
And the cooling pouch, 50-pound of fish is, decent amount of fish, especially if you bring it somewhere that doesn't have a nearby lake.
That's true. And that is actually going to be very nice. Do they have, like, I forget, they must have come here with a cart, right? They have a cart or so?
Yeah,
Like,
they have several
okay.
carts and stuff like that.
Okay, that's
Rax
good.
Transport
also
lumber
offers
and
that he
everything.
can make a really quick way to Ebony because I can use the teleport circle, open a portal, anyone can go through it. But
Yeah.
then they have
I
to come
mean,
back by themselves
Yeah,
because
that's
I
what they
can't
were
get
wondering
them
is how
here.
they get back. So,
Yeah, that's true. But
So-
that's
But
how
I mean,
we
if
can...
they have to go and get something from
But-
Ebony and they would have to walk in there,
True.
so it's
They do
basically
kind of-
still one
they do
way
kind of
away.
look at you and they're debating among themselves, and they do decide if you're willing to do it, they want to bring a cart of wood if they could.
Okay, is that possible?
I don't know. I don't
I'm
remember if the
checking
spell
it.
allows it. So,
Um,
but it's something they would ask nonetheless.
any creature within 5 feet, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
It doesn't say that there is any kind of limit to it. I'm gonna drop it here.
Yeah, I see it.
There we go.
It does
So-
not say anything
Yeah, it's just opening a
about
portal
moving
because
stuff. So, I
yeah.
mean, as long as the portal's open, I mean, they should be able to walk whatever they want to because it says it's a.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's a 10-foot diameter portal as well. So,
Yeah, because it opens into the circle itself, like the same thing.
and I mean, yeah, I mean, the regular teleport portals work like that anyway. So, it's a good thing to know that the spell works the exact same. So,
All right.
ugh.
I mean, that would be
So yeah,
great.
they start loading up a bunch of woods that aren't found around Ebony Waters. Usually, seems like a bunch of hardwoods, and
I'll help them.
one wood that they found that actually seems to be kind of a beautiful purplish hue on the inside.
Oh, I will help them if they need.
I mean, if you want to help, they're not going to say no.
Yeah, I'll help.
They're going to look a little nervous because the higher ups are getting their hands dirty, which is not a normal occurrence. But
Yeah, I mean, she's more down to earth than probably usual higher ups.
yeah, I mean, you were just kind of made into a nobility rather than being born into nobility, which Torin helps because it's Torin. So
2 princesses carrying wood in a forest. Great.
So, as Spluma and Rax go, you guys got this.
Rex is like, look at my noodle arms. I'm not gonna do anything with them.
Ryuga's
Plus,
just like
I'm not gonna
flexing
touch.
her arms while carrying like a stack of lumber in the other.
So it takes, the better part of an hour to get all this lumber on the wagon, strapped up, the oxen strapped to it, and everything else. But these guys are pro, so they move pretty quickly.
Before we cast the teleportation circle, she'll like let everyone know, including the Fae, that please don't go through or near the portal. You'll end up in Ebony Waters.
Give me an
Unless you
insight
want
check.
to go in.
You're pretty sure some of the pixies are kind of inching towards where they see Rax working on the circle.
It would be not that wise. Bacon, could you?
I mean, you won't be able to get
some of them
back,
look
but-
very interested. Could you please like tell them to not go through?
I mean, I can't stop them.
No, I'm asking Bacon.
Bacon
Ah,
kind of shrugs. I mean, Bacon just watches over them. If they want to go, Bacon won't stop them.
Rex will
That's
just
As
true.
you
say to
watch
them that
several of these little lights start blinking out of existence, which anybody that has Arcana can go do a check real quick.
okay,
I mean,
I'm
that's
gonna.
fair, I guess.
Yeah, you're pretty sure they're casting greater invisibility on their, or sorry, superior invisibility on themselves.
I have
Like
True Sight. Oh no, I don't have True Sight. I have Blind Sight.
No,
I
you have
can't see
dark
them.
vision.
Fuck.
You
I have
dark
Blind
vision.
Sight too.
Do you?
Yeah, from the armor.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you have to be within that range to see him with the
Yeah.
blind sight, though.
I don't know if it's the true one or the greater invisibility. Then even blind sight can't see it. Then you need something else, if I remember right.
True
That's
Sight
why it's
probably.
higher level spell. But the normal invisibility you should be able to see.
Yeah, I think it's the greater is immune to it. Superior just doesn't break when you do stuff. You just
Okay.
keep concentrating on it.
Yeah.
It's the one that won't break with spells and other
Okay,
actions
okay.
being done.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Something like that. There is
Well,
like a couple of them. So.
I guess it wouldn't.
But yeah, Rex is just gonna say that if you go through,
Oh,
you
there is
are
no-
not gonna get back.
Yeah. It is
Yeah,
up to
no,
you
it's
to
like I think
decide.
they might have removed it, or it's called something else besides invisibility. Because
There
greater
is a
invisibility
greater
works like
invisibility.
superior.
Yeah.
Yeah, greater works like the pixie superior invisibility. Where it's just concentration.
Okay.
So, and it does not get interrupted if you cast spells and stuff like that.
All right. Well, I guess if Bacon's all right with it, there's no harm.
They get to see new places, pull new pranks.
True.
I mean, there is already some pixies living in there. There might
There
have some
is,
kind
yeah.
of turf war, but
Or they might get
Oh,
taken
God.
in.
I just picture a bunch of pixies snap dancing towards each other now.
Well, I mean, I guess let's do it if you're ready.
Yeah, the guys that are going to go through the portal kind of nods, like they know there's a road going there more or less now, so it's like they should be fine. They can always get the excuse me, the rangers to escort them at least most of the way, if not all the way.
Yeah, that
God
would be
damn it.
wise. Plus,
Oh,
wait like a little bit in town. I will be gathering some supplies for you that you can take with you.
they're totally okay with that. It's like they're fine spending a couple days in town doing whatever while you gather whatever you want them to go back with.
Oh yeah, it shouldn't take that long, but I'll just.
So I mean, it's going to be quite a hell of a walk. So they're totally okay enjoying bars and shit that isn't there before they go back.
Yeah. I'll escort you to the palace for all the safekeeping of the resources.
Should we just meet you there once you tell us you're ready? Then
Yeah.
okay. You know, they sort of work it out where you they'll take the cart to the palace and just kind of bugger off until you need them because
Yeah.
they're way too nervous to stay at the
You
palace.
can, yeah, you can sell the wood first, then like leave the cart
Yeah,
there,
I mean,
and
that's their plan.
I should be
just-
there within the evening or the next
Should
evening.
we bring you the profits, ladyship?
I would say use all the profits to invest in what you see wise for the town at the moment.
So we were hoping. So either way, we think the same way there.
Yep. Well, I'm ready.
And they're ready too.
Yeah.
Rex will open the gate then, or the portal.
Mhm. They go
But
through.
at the same time, Rex is kind of like saying, "Well, they are probably gonna be surprised on the other side when you come with a full wagon, but they
Yeah.
didn't say we can't do
Nope.
this, so
I mean, it's built to accommodate those sort of things.
Let me and Torin go through first, probably.
yeah." I'll come last, of course, because it's gonna close.
Yep.
There is sometimes where goods are transported through those. It's just not often there's big loads like this
Yeah.
transported through.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
So
Real-
they're usually like more high-end items that people want to make sure does not get stolen along the way. So gold, silvers, magical items, that sort of thing.
If the port or when the portal opens, Ryoko will step through first, just in case.
Okay. You go through. Guards on the other side kind of look and nod at you.
Ryoko will mention there's going to be a cart coming. We're bringing resources.
About how big?
A cart's worth.
Gotcha. they start clearing out some room in front of the portal.
Right. And about that time, the cart would probably come through
Yeah,
too.
cart travels through with his oxen and everything. One of the guards does whisper into your ear, Ryoko, if the oxens leave a mess, we will have to find you.
That's all right. That's all right.
Which another one of the guard kind of elbows him. Shut up, that's the princess you're talking to. We can't find her.
It's fine.
Which
it's fine.
he suddenly, straightens up. Well, sorry about my being rude there, ma'am.
Don't worry about it.
Which Tor just walks by, as you were.
All right. Well, let's get this sorted out. The portal, like, probably, I guess, is closed behind us now.
Yeah, once everybody's through, it closes automatically.
They're all invisible, but I'm just curious. I just wonder how many pixies are nearby. I'll stand like near the exit while the cart is going through and everything, because I have like blindside, and just see how many I feel like flying by.
Well, 30 foot would definitely cover that exit, so you feel no less than 67 pixies make their escape into the city.
Oh god.
We released an army.
Oh boy, this is great. But
So, and that's not counting any that are still maybe sitting around the portal checking it out.
that's true. But yeah, once the cart and everything is through, we'll split up with those guys while they're selling, and we'll just go about our way. God, Aaron.
Yeah, they head over towards the market front to get that sold and, bid you good wishes.
Ryoko will probably go to the market as well if everyone would like to come and buy a couple of things real quick. There might be some things that she's not thinking of that might be good to get for the settlement.
Yeah.
The loggers basically tell you that their main stuff they're going to buy are going to be basic supplies: food, ale, commodities for cooking, that sort of thing.
Okay,
Not
so,
food, just like pots, pans, that sort of stuff.
okay, so no actual food. Okay.
Yeah, I mean they're capable of hunting over there. The food on the trip back would obviously spoil. They're going to bring enough for them,
Yeah.
but they're not planning on supplying the town with additional.
No, I'm thinking that we could probably buy something that lets us make jerky in the town in bigger amounts to preserve meats.
I mean, that's what a smoke room's for.
Yeah, I mean, well, we can
I mean,
see.
plenty of places do sell smoked meat.
That is true. We could just buy it straight up. I'll have a look. You guys just go on your way, and I'll be buying some things.
Cool.
The first thing she's kind of asked, look at the group, is Torin, do you know where one may find farm animals to purchase here?
Actually, on the market street.
Okay, well,
And there's usually more quality goods. They don't bring the livestock in. It's one of those they'll bring them into the town or close to the town when you buy them. And you can relocate them as need be. But several merchants deal in livestock trading.
That's true. Well, how about we
also the docks? Some of the people there are bringing in livestock wholesale just to sell off.
That's true. We could check that out and see what kind of animals we have over there. Well, they were very specific on the milk cows, first of all. So I'll look about that first. Maybe some chickens and milk cows.
Should not be hard to find, honestly. Especially the chickens. Those ones are easy to find because the people are advertising them in cages.
Yeah. Well, if I do see some in cages, then I will inquire about them at a merchant.
Okay. The first one you find is a human guy.
Okay.
He's got boxes of chickens behind him. And he kind of looks at you and goes, gonna be for eating or laying?
For relocating.
Well, I assume that. I don't think you're gonna raise it in my stall.
No, but I'd like to
for eating or laying.
I would like a couple for, well, some for eating and some for laying as well.
Well, the older ones are the ones for eatings. The younger ones are going to be for your layings.
All right.
Are you planning on breeding them?
Yeah, sure.
So you're going to need a cock too.
Yes.
All right. How many do you want? How many people are you trying to keep fed and egged?
Well, if out of curiosity, I think we had like 12 people.
Mm-hmm.
12 people in the, so I'll just mention like, well, at least 12 people.
Fair. I'm not going to get a chicken every day then, but
It's not
once they
going to
start
be their
growing,
main food source, of course, but just for variety.
yeah, I would recommend for people like that, one cock, because you'll probably get a new one soon enough, and at least 6 hens.
All right. Could we pick those up anytime? Because we're not going to depart quite yet, but I'll already make the purchase.
I'll give you a receipt once you pay, and pick them up whatever you like.
Right? How much would that set me back?
Well, it'll be 5 silver for the cock, gold each for the hens.
All right. Say,
Whoa. The audio demons.
wait, okay. Everything all
No,
right?
it's fine.
Yes, now you're
Okay.
okay.
That's good. 7 gold he can have, so a little extra as a tip.
He's totally okay with the tip. He writes you a quick receipt for the hens and the rooster, and basically says, "Well, come back whenever I'm here, and he'll get you what you need."
Thank you very much. I will be sure to do that.
Oh,
Okay.
and as a bonus, I'll throw in a bag of feed too.
Thank you.
So
And
have a good day. And he goes on to the next customer selling eggs and chickens.
that next up, she'll look for like, well, they said they were buying ale and food supplies, so I don't have to worry about alcohol, but I'll just go
Yeah.
and look for some dried meat.
That's not hard to find. It's like there's smoked meat all over the place,
Sick.
varying from just basic beef to chicken to fishes, and pretty much any sort of common meat you can think of has been smoked or salted.
Neat. And those should last very long.
Yeah, I mean that's their whole purpose.
Yeah. So she's just gonna approach a stall that looks like it has like a lot on stock.
Okay, you approach one of the bigger stalls then that have just all kinds of meat hanging around, and does not have as many flies as the others.
Hello there.
Hello, sweetie. What brings you here?
I'd like to inquire about buying a lot of dried meat for preservations.
That's what they all say. Have you got any type in mind?
Just any of it, really. I just need
Well, I
to
mean,
buy a lot.
how much do you need?
About like 100 pounds would sound good.
Oh, well, I think I bought that much. Let me go check real quick. And she starts like kind of handling little, lines of sausages and this and that, kind of
Yeah.
mentally weighing them. Okay, excuse me.
Someone
I
ate the
figured
dried
you'd like to
jerky.
keep it nice and simple, so I've got a bunch, and she hauls like a crap ton of cured dried sausages onto the table.
That definitely
then-
works.
She makes up the rest of the difference with thin strips of, you're pretty sure what is mutton,
All right. Yeah, that absolutely would
all
work.
cooked and salted. So,
How much would that set me back?
well, let me do the math. Oh, gotta stand up. It's miserably hot in this house, and I was sticking to my chair.
Yeah, I was earlier too. It's better now, but before I was like genuinely like I had to leave my room for a second.
Oh,
Oh shit, that's not nice.
No, oh,
We are gonna get the heat wave next.
yeah, I
like
can't.
next week.
I
It's
cannot
yeah,
eat.
here.
I cannot eat in this room at the moment. It gets like my
Ah.
body like way too hot.
Yeah.
okay. Let's see. For that, it would be a total of 30 gold.
All right. You can have 34 because that would round me off.
Then she wraps it up in some butcher paper for you, all pretty like. It takes her several minutes because that's a lot of fucking sausages
I
and a
don't
lot
blame
of
her.
dried mutton.
Ryoko's
But-
very patient with her.
So she wraps it all up, hands it to you with a big old grin. It was a pleasure doing business. Please come back.
I will. Thank you very much.
So you see several people kind of eye you with this huge pile of meat, and they
Is
start
she-
filtering towards her booth.
She'll put it, like, of course, away in her bag of holding after, but yeah, she's
Yeah.
still gonna gather a crowd, but that's
It's still a
her.
lot that you're going, hup, hup, hup.
Yeah.
Look, I can do magic tricks now. Sausages.
Sausages.
Sorry.
After that, I guess I'll look for where cows might be.
Well, like I said, they don't keep that much livestock inside,
Yeah.
but you see there's a few shops that advertise that they do sell livestock of various types.
All right.
So I'm assuming you're gonna
Yeah, I'm
probably
gonna
approach
approach his-
probably one of the bigger
yeah.
ones.
Yep.
Okay. A very fat elf is running this one.
Okay.
Like you weren't sure he was an elf at first because the fat kind of envelops part of his ears. You
Oh,
could just barely
God.
see the tips. Like he is a massive motherfucker.
Right.
What can I help you with?
Do you have some milk cows for sale?
I do. And milk goats. And alpacas. And llamas.
Hmm.
You need to get an
I was gonna
alpaca.
say that was Ryoko just also thought about. It's like
Also, Alpaca!
you don't
say.
by chance like are able to deliver them somewhere, are you?
I only deliver inside the city.
All right. That should be fine. How much would you recommend in like milk cows and alpacas for 12 people to like take care of them?
Probably 2 milk cows would be good. Unless you're wanting to make cheese, then I would make it 3.
Okay. And how many
And in
alpacas?
which case you'd need to buy a calf to get the curding agent for the cheese.
Right.
As for the alpacas, they don't give out much milk. If you're trying to milk the alpaca for people, you need 1 alpaca for every 3 people.
Okay.
It has nice wool.
But I was gonna say we could use the wool, can't we?
Yes, you can. I also sell sheep.
All right. Well, I kind of prefer alpacas.
Alpacas are better.
How
Softer.
about should 2 cows and 2 alpacas? Do you think that would be enough? They can. I mean, we could breed them as well, right?
If you want breeding pairs, it will cost slightly extra, and I would not recommend milking the males,
Yeah, I did kind of figure, but
which means you would need that many females and then at least 1 male for each set.
it's fine. I think we'll use the alpacas mostly for shearing.
Still, if you wish to breed them,
Yes.
it's not as expensive for the males because only the weird people milk those.
All right. Well, I will inquire a breeding pair of milk cows and milk alpaca, or well, not milking alpacas, but just alpacas.
Female alpacas. Right. So for the cows, I sell those. The milk cows are 50 gold each.
All
I will
right.
charge you 30 for a bull
30 for a bowl?
in case you wish to breed them.
Oh, yeah. I will get. Would you recommend a cow and a bull or 2 cows and a bull?
1 bull can do several cows.
Right. 2 cows and 1 bull.
As for the alpacas, since they're a bit harder to get in this region, they are 60 for the females and 50 for the males.
So 110, 130. She'll pay him the 240 gold then.
He reaches out some very chubby hands, counts it out very meticulously. Very good. Would you like to buy feed with them as well?
Sure. And maybe some shears for the alpacas.
I don't sell the shears. You would have to go to a smith, but
All right.
I'll sell a bale of hay, which should be good enough for that many per 1 bale per day at a silver each.
All right. I'll get a couple hay bales. Well,
Very
maybe.
good.
Yeah.
We will deliver the goods at the gate within a 2-day span. We will let you know when they come.
All
Here,
right.
take this. He hands you a receipt and a small stone.
All right. I guess
When
that.
the stone turns green, that means we are ready.
All
We will
right.
recollect the stone upon the recipient of the goods. Otherwise, a fine will be charged.
All right.
Thank you. Can
Thank
I help
you.
you in any other way?
No, that was plenty. Thank you.
He nods and turns over to a very small gnome, which you didn't see behind him, and tells him just, start getting that stuff together.
How much does a hay bale weigh?
A bale of hay weighs about 50 pounds.
Okay.
It's not like the huge ones, it's the block ones. So about 25 kilos.
Okay. That should be fine to transport on the cart.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
since it's a cart, they've got 2 oxen pulling it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay, that's fine. I've got this so far. I'm just gonna put it in. Okay, let's see. What else? Does anyone have any idea what else we might need?
Not really.
I'm also like thinking hard or hardly thinking. I suppose
Forging tools
I was thinking
to
of,
fix
yeah,
equipment.
that might be good. Let's get some like sharpening stones or stuff like that.
fair enough. I mean,
We have to
those
go.
are easy enough to find at any blacksmith, and they're selling those for a silver apiece.
Yeah, I'll just drop by. Well, I mean, doesn't I forgot her name. Ray Guy's Wendy. Yeah, doesn't Wendy sell stuff like that too? Probably.
Yeah, she sells general maintenance gear.
Yeah, I'll stop by
But
there
the
then.
price of a whetstone's kind of universal, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I'll stop by Ray Guy and Wendy.
Yeah, I mean, she smiles when she sees you, or as close as she can manage.
Well, it's nice to be back. I do have some business with you in a second, but I'm quickly gonna give back the borrowed wand to your husband.
Good on you.
Yes.
God, my ugh,
She'll
got
hand
something stuck in my throat.
Ray Guy the wand she borrowed and thank him.
Oh yeah, he definitely thanks you back. I'm glad this is back. I don't need it, but it's good to know it's safe. Did it help?
It was interesting. Yeah, we did find some odd things. I mean, we she's just gonna say that they found the sea dragon thing.
Oh, those are fairly rare.
Yeah, it's
I
luckily
think
not
they're considered
hostile.
in danger.
It's luckily not hostile or anything like that, but
Yeah,
at least
they usually aren't, as long as you don't overfish or drop, say, a fireball on their head.
yeah, and the kind of good side effect that comes from it, if that's its territory, there's nothing evil that's going to make it its territory.
Not as likely, no.
But yes, thank you. It was nice.
Thank you for bringing it back. You enjoy your day then.
Thank you. And she'll go to Wendy.
Yeah, she's sitting there. What can I do for you?
I'd like some basic like equipment, like refurbishing supplies, like sharpening stones and maybe some alpaca shears.
I mean, I've got regular shears.
Would those
I
work?
don't think there's a.
Those should probably
They
work.
cut wool.
Okay, I
Oh.
would like to take those then.
And she's kind of looking at you like, why alpacas in particular?
Because I bought some for the settlement.
Right?
Fluffy.
Like, are we talking metal armor, tools? What do you...
Like mostly tool sharpening.
Now I can
Alright.
just imagine them being like talking about the alpacas. Battle alpacas.
Yeah.
Oh, every time Rax just kind of smiles, he hears the word alpaca.
Clearly, I need Muth to make.
Again!
Clearly, I need Muth to make like magic item armor for them to make them intelligent and like hyper vigilant.
Oh Lord, you're just gonna start awakening everything you can. Do you remember what happened when Borb did that?
They're just gonna like. I'll give them like a mind control hat, and they'll just like circle the town in protection.
The alpaca guard.
The never-ending guard.
She gets together a pile of stuff, kind of asks about how much you. That's kind of cool, actually, Rax.
Yep.
My alpaca is made of alpaca.
Yeah, that is very nice.
It's
But,
sitting on my table here.
She puts together some whetstones, some oil, some minor repair kits, things for like leather and tools and wood, what you'd expect for a basic homestead sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
The whole set, which should be more than enough for 12 people to last for several months, assuming they don't go insane and break everything they can.
That's true.
She's charging you 5 gold for it.
Okay, I'll pay that.
Because these are fairly common items. I mean, it's just fish oil, whetstones, some scrap iron for pears and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
It is heavy as fuck, though.
Yeah. Gold worth of sharpening supplies. And shears for alpacas, not alpaca shears. All right. The last thing I can think of to do right now or still get is I would wait, do you no, actually, yeah, she's gonna go check in with Fanvir.
Okay. Let me see if he's busy. The horrible job of a king.
Yeah.
No, he actually has some free time at the moment.
Wow. Well, not
So-
Wow,
anymore.
rare. Yeah.
I know. So he's not currently in fucking debates or diplomacy or shit like that. You find him in the library, just absolutely, literally, heels kicked up, sipping a glass of wine with a book and just looking as happy as can be until he sees you. It's like, oh no.
Enjoying yourself?
What's wrong this time?
Nothing's wrong. I was just gonna ask for your advice on something.
Oh, okay. Well, and he puts down the wine glass and marks the book. Sit down. Let's talk.
All right. Well, I was wondering, the settlement and everything is going pretty well. We had let's call it a little surprise, I suppose, which is that the settlement now integrates what I presume to be a pixie lord.
Oh,
Yeah.
those are fairly rare.
Yes.
Usually pixies don't rise that high in the Feyarch courts.
We accidentally cut down the tree that she lived in, and of course she wasn't
don't
very.
have a donkey's head. I'm impressed.
No, everyone else in the town did. Everyone else in the town was either a donkey or a pig. I did manage
That sounds more
to.
like them.
I did manage to resolve everything peacefully with just talking. Everything's back to normal. Well, matter of fact, we even agreed upon more or less, I guess you could call it an alliance, that we're going to.
Did you give it your name?
I did not.
That's a good thing then.
But we're going to integrate them into, well, our city, or we're going to plan to. They're currently guiding the lumberjacks of which trees and nature bits they are allowed to cut down and which ones they're supposed to preserve and whatnot. So we're going to just try to work as close together as possible as we can with them, but it's definitely been interesting. Also, there is goblins nearby that worship us, especially Spuma now, as gods.
You see his face very quickly go from, oh god, I'm going to have to send troops to a, wait, what?
Yeah, it kind of went a little haywire. Luckily, Spuma did kind of send them mostly north, so they shouldn't really, like, invade or intrude.
Yeah, I mean, if they believe as you and gods, I mean, that probably will last at least a generation.
Yeah, but another advice the actual advice that I actually came to you for is, well, she'll basically list all the supplies that she bought at the moment. It's like, could you think of anything that would be a necessity or even a luxury to get for them?
Well, he kind of sits back and thinks about it. I've never really built a town myself, but I know you've covered most of the basics. Maybe bringing additional pack animals might help them.
Maybe some
I
tamed
mean-
dogs?
Dogs would be good for guarding. they certainly wouldn't go amiss to have a few mastiffs running around to protect them from local things.
Do you think that would coexist well with the pixies?
Well, once they learn not to eat the pixies.
That's what I'm mostly concerned about.
I mean, dogs, they snap at things.
That is true. But
So
you
a
got
couple logs being turned into, I don't know, slugs or peanuts or whatever the pixie happens to fancy at the moment, and I'm willing to bet they will learn or they'll die out. One of the two.
Do you know anything I could get them that might, well, be more of a luxury, not necessarily needed, that might boost or bolster their spirit?
Well, sweets are always good.
That's true.
Maybe some high quality spirits. Because, I mean, they're probably going to get ale and wine, but not liquor.
That's true. There we go.
Horses are always good.
Yep.
Yeah, just type that in because it just popped my mind.
But
Ducks.
let's see. You said they're getting tableware and things like that, so that's good. They're loggers, so they probably can make their own furniture, so that won't be as necessary. Maybe feathers for making mattresses.
Sure, that should work.
Straw ones are not the most comfortable.
As for is there a way I could employ a guard squad to like get the animals over there and like with the goods as well?
Well, if they're going to be escorted by the rangers, they'll be able to bring along whatever they have.
Okay. So the rangers should probably
usually for something like that, the rangers should escort them and help establish the road.
all
They
right.
won't necessarily be there all the time, but they will, now that you've established the settlement, they need to know the route. So they should escort them at least all the way to the village.
That is a relief. But thank you. If something does pop in your mind, please feel free to let me know or message me.
I will, but I think you've got it pretty well covered, and there's not too many overly, not overly extravagant luxuries that they would really enjoy. Most people are fairly simple. Good food, good drink, a warm place to sleep, and they're fairly happy.
That is good. But yeah.
Maybe a bard to keep them entertained?
A what?
Maybe buy them a bard.
Oh, a bard? I guess I could
Their own spluma.
hire a different bard.
That's the only thing I could think of. Or and he kind of leans in conspiratorially, and women never go amiss.
I mean, that's true, but I don't know if we want I
Or
don't
if
know.
you want to go full like bonkers, get a priest in there.
Yeah. The priest, I'm worried, might just be like, fuck the pixies.
Oh yeah, the priest will be a 50-50. We need to smite these heathens.
It's gonna like make like a little uprising in the town, like, God no. But yeah,
It would probably be better for that.
I will.
I mean, it could be like a priest of Mielikki or something, but
I will.
True.
I will leave you to it.
Most of those are druids, though, unfortunately.
yeah.
I will leave you to it to enjoy your free time. You get it so scarcely, but thank you for the advice.
Now that the wife's finally back, I can cut back on some of the kingly duties and actually act like a king should.
Yes.
Be lazy.
Well, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself.
He, smiles at you. Well, if you need advice again, you're always welcome as long as I have the time.
I will let you know. Thank you.
He kind of waves and goes back to his book and wine.
All right. Well,
And as you're leaving, he's like, I've got my eye on you, Rax.
Fuck.
oh, I guess the last thing is,
That means I can stay.
do you
Yeah,
know?
as long as you don't try to take anything, that's fine.
Do you
Okay.
know specifically what pixies like?
They're absolutely love sweet things.
All
From what
right.
I understand. I haven't met too many in person, but sweet is always a good thing for a pixie, be it candy or creams or whatever you have.
All right.
They're like little children.
Yeah.
Pop a sweet in their mouth and they're happy for an hour.
Yeah, I did notice that with the honey.
So, well, they certainly love honey. They hate to get in it because the bees hurt.
Yeah, especially at their size.
Oh, yes. Sometimes it's quite lethal. They're not very sturdy.
No. But yeah, she'll go and like get the rest of the things. I guess we're starting with
Oh,
Hmm?
one other thing. They are not very fond of cold wrought iron.
cold
So
wrought iron.
if you do bring in tools or weapons, make sure they're properly forged.
Cold wrought iron. Well, she's gonna try to find the people
It's
that
like you know at least enough about that cold wrought iron is iron that has not been smelted but actually just formed into shape.
right. I guess she's going
So
to find the people like that she came here with from the settlement.
it's not too hard to find a huge pile of logs and the guys who brought them.
Yeah. She's just gonna like meet with them, tell them that she's secured some of the goods. She's actively getting more. But she did get some advice about the pixies. That we should, with tools and other supplies, try to avoid get like cold wrought iron things.
And they kind of not. It's hard to find those, ladyship. Usually only more primitive places don't smelt anymore.
Right. That makes sense, but I thought at least who knows what you might accidentally stumble upon. That was news to me, so
That's fair. It's like my aunt used to swear by some old horseshoes that were cold wrought, kept the phase at bay.
oh god, Aaron.
Seemed to work.
Yeah,
Things weren't disappearing in the house.
I guess it really does. But yeah. The druids or sorry, the rangers will bring you all the way to the village, and I've secured some animals to bring back with, including chicken, alpacas, and milk cows.
Which two of those they seem very happy. The chickens and the cows. The alpaca, they look at you and finally one of them goes, "Why alpacas?"
Well, you'll be able to do a lot with the wool, I hope. I also brought some shears.
Which he kind of looks
And they are
up.
a breeding pair, so you could also eat them.
That's fair. I've never eaten alpaca. Why not sheep?
I guess just random sporadic intuition.
Fair. We'll do our best with them then. Any
Yes.
particulars about them we need to know?
Don't milk the male.
There's kind of a general head tilt towards you, like, why?
Just
Not that we don't understand why it's. Why would you say that?
trust me, I was surprised when the elf was very adamant to me about it as well.
Guess it takes all types in this world, ladyship.
Yes.
Is there stuff they can't eat? I mean, do they not like certain things? Because I had a house once that was damn scary if you got a snake anywhere within it.
I would assume that will still be true for those as well, that they probably do not like snakes. I did buy some hay bales as well for them, but
Oh, they can graze along the way, but we'll keep the
Yeah.
hay just in case.
otherwise, yeah, yeah, they do, but only if you piss them off.
So who
Sometimes
knows
they're a
what
little
pisses them off?
into it. Yeah, but
Which
just don't let
Okay.
I guess just you can't let the spit irritate you.
they spit.
Well, sometimes they do if they're very annoyed,
All right.
but it shouldn't be bad. You guys, at least, I will also buy some feathers, but with the wool, you guys should also be able to make some comfortable beds and pillows.
That sounds very nice, actually.
Yes. So I'll be moving on. I'm going to get you a pack of dogs and some horses as well.
All this for the it'll definitely help out, ladyship.
Yes, I do hope so. You
But
guys,
you do notice about half the logs have already sold. The purple ones are gone.
very nice. Um, you guys should be able to manage building like little fences and coops for the chickens and like other animals, right?
Ladyship, we're lumberjacks.
Yes.
Wood is our life.
Listen, I can't help but just make sure and ask.
We can handle basic stuff. We can build tables, chairs, beds, houses. As long as you
Perfect.
don't want anything all fancy scroll work, I mean, ain't
No,
no
no.
problems.
We don't need any scroll work or anything of that sort yet. We're in the establishing days.
Yeah, we all that. Indeed.
But-
No palace yet.
I'm gonna get you boys some better liquor as well.
That just
Is there any type you guys mutually prefer?
That was the wrong thing to ask, as one of them starts to shout, "Whiskey! No, fuck you, brandy! Rum! Vodka!"
What? How many of them are actually here?
There are 5 of them.
Okay. Rum, whiskey, brandy, vodka. All quarts. Oh God,
2
Aaron.
of them shouted the vodka together.
Okay. Well,
So they're kind of going at each other's throat at the moment, assuming that only one type of liquor is getting bought.
I mean, I'll see what
I'll
I
drink
can.
rum, but I ain't drinking no potato juice.
I'll see what I can do.
So they kind of calm down.
But yeah, let's get everything sorted out first. Okay.
We're still selling. Ladyship, it probably will be sold by tonight, if not first thing in the morning.
Sounds
We
good.
brought some good quality hardwood, and it seems like that's in pretty good demand here. They've cut down all the hardwoods nearby.
All right. Oh God. I guess I'll go for horses and dogs.
Yes.
I guess the elf
Okay.
probably has horses.
He does deal in horses.
Yay.
dogs.
Yay.
The little beady eyes and the fat kind of stare back at you.
Yeah, it has been
Back
Aaron.
again.
Yes. I would also like to get like some dogs and some horses.
What kind of horses?
You might
Do
have
you
to
need draft horses, war horses, ponies, riding horses, dancing horses,
probably just
horses for
some
eating?
probably the ones that are best at carrying a card.
That would be the draft horses then. 50 gold each. Poor guy's running out of audio every like 15 minutes, 20 minutes.
Mm.
Fuck
Everything is breaking.
is
Welcome back.
happening. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. I heard
Did you hear the
50.
price?
I heard
Yes,
50
okay.
for what horses?
Draft horses. Those
Okay.
are ones specifically for pulling stuff. They're
Okay.
not made for speed. They're made for pulling.
Okay, a couple of those should probably be good enough.
Mhm.
And a pack of dogs probably.
How many are you thinking in a pack?
I would say
Are we
like
talking like a 6-pack of dogs?
I
A
would
12-pack of dogs?
I was more thinking like 4-ish.
4?
Yeah, I
Well, he
think
does ask you if you're wanting attack horses or just horses or dogs.
um
Sorry, still have horses on the brain.
attacks means they're probably well trained to listen, right?
They would be trained to follow simple commands.
All right.
The other ones are just dogs.
Right. They would probably not really fight back.
They would if they were cornered, but you would have to train them yourselves if you were watching them to attack on command.
Right. I'll get the trained ones.
Very good. Those ones we sell for 25 gold each.
Okay, so that's 100 and then okay, 200 gold
They
more.
come equipped with their own collar and leash.
Great. 200 gold more. Could you get them ready at the same time as the others?
Yes, I can. They should be ready at the same time.
All right. I still have the stone.
And
Oh.
I will make a note, and once you pay, he hands you a new receipt, and once again turns to
Alright.
the gnome and tells him, to go start getting that ball rolling too.
All right. Okay.
Were you wanting the horses with saddles? Otherwise, we just include a bit and bridle with them.
Saddles might be smart.
Well, for the saddles, a basic saddle is 5 gold. If you're wanting a riding or a military style one, they of course cost more.
Okay, and I'm assuming those are the prices that you're gonna name Now?
The riding ones we charge 10 gold. Those are your most average ones. The pack one is made for draping over its back to hold goods, not really for riding.
Okay.
The military one has extra straps and things, so you do not fall from the horses easily.
All right. The riding ones should be good. I'll get 2 of those.
Well, very well. 10 additional gold for each one.
Yep. Here's 20.
Makes a note of that too.
And yeah. Otherwise, she'll be moving on now.
He nods to you and gets that ball rolling for all that stuff.
All right. For like sweets, she'll just buy like a variety of like sweets, like 20, 30 pounds worth or something.
Fair enough. And it's all kinds.
How much would that set me back? Like to not like have that take up too long.
No, it's all good. I didn't think you were going to haggle over sweets prices.
Yeah.
For that amount of sweets, 7 gold.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. All right. And I guess about like 10 pounds of feathers should be enough for like a good bit, especially if they can fill it with alpaca wool.
Yeah, I mean, probably. I don't think I've ever weighed how much feathers are in a bed, so.
I also have no idea, so I'll just say 10 pounds.
10 pounds of feathers. We're going to just say they're chicken feathers because those will be the most common anyway.
Mm-hmm.
It would cost you 2 gold for 10 pounds.
Okay, that's that. And then that leaves a liquor and a potential bard. But I guess I'll do the liquor first and I'll think about the bard. We could spend Spluma's double over there.
Just send the...
Just make a mirror image of the mirror image and send it over there.
Lord.
One more simulacrum.
Yeah.
Yeah, the simulacrum, the very basic one that just
Yeah,
is gonna
the,
sit
like-
there till somebody goes, sing us a song.
Yeah, exactly, like a jukebox.
Poke the bard, change this tune. We don't like this one.
God.
It's lagging again. No.
Oh no.
Oh no.
The bard, I meant.
Oh, it's skipping. Smack it in the head. All right. It's not hard to find places to sell liquor. Unless you're getting something absolutely top shelf, it's going to cost you 3 gold per bottle.
I'll get it high quality, but like not like insanely high quality.
Then 5 gold per bottle for kind of the medium shelf.
Okay.
You know, the 3 gold's still decent, but if you're wanting a little higher grade, 5 gold per bottle.
Can that be in like a barrel as well?
If we're talking barrels, it's going to be... How many bottles does a barrel hold again?
I am not sure.
Yeah, it's been a bit since I had to check that. Those barrels usually...
250 to 300 standard bottles.
Yeah, I was going to say, they hold a lot.
Yeah.
So if you bought a barrel, they would likely only be able to bring 1 barrel back.
True.
Because that is a lot of weight. Because most liquids are about 8 pounds per gallon.
Yeah.
So
I guess I would
So if you got perhaps like a little keg instead, like one of those 5 to 10 gallon kegs, those would be a lot cheaper.
Right.
And
How many
a lot
bottles
more
do those
easy to
hold?
move. The average keg, I would believe, would hold 20 bottles, I think.
Okay.
I believe the average bottle is a liter.
Then I would probably get a keg of like the higher, like high, not ultra high quality, like rum, whiskey, vodka, and brandy.
So let's see, glass bottles. Oh, bottles are very small in this thing. It's 1.5 pints.
Oh.
I thought they held a full liter.
Then again, in real life, it's usually 750 milliliters always.
Yeah, 750, which is, you know.
Yeah, it's close.
Pretty close. So that would be a lot more than most. Okay. Okay, sorry, lost track what you were saying there because I was
I
looking
would
it
buy
up.
a keg of the like higher quality rum, whiskey, vodka, and brandy.
Okay, well, oh, those would have the 10 or the 20 gallons.
20.
20. Okay, damn, they're gonna be living in high for a while there.
Yeah.
For that one, it would be 300 gold per keg,
All right. Yeah.
and they come complete with a tap for each keg, not installed,
Good.
just there.
Would you be able to label them for me as well?
Yeah, I mean they'll have them. They already have them labeled
Okay,
because they don't
good.
want to give you a bottle of rum
Yeah.
instead of a bottle of whiskey
I'll
or
pay,
a keg of whiskey.
I'll pay the 1,200 gold.
Gotcha. They help you roll the. Are you just stuffing them in your bag of holding, or?
Yeah, I'm just gonna like split them over my bags of cooling and stuff.
Fair enough. It's like I think you should still have enough
Yeah,
room
I
for
do.
them.
Since I cleaned
So,
like most of the stuff out in the mansion.
it's like the kegs will fit in because they're about the size of the bag's entrance. But
Yeah.
yeah, unless you cleared out some of the stuff, they are going to be fairly heavy. So
I guess I'll
There's-
just ask because they're selling alcohol. I mean, might as well try. Do you know if many bards are for hire?
hit up any of the taverns.
Yeah, like,
You'll probably find at least one unemployed one.
that's
There's
fair.
always those ones that break a string every time or crack whenever they hit a high note.
All right, I'll look
Or
what I can do.
make the mistake of telling limericks and mixed company.
Spluma, in your like tavern, your dad always performs, right?
Yeah, when I'm gone, he usually does.
Okay. Then I'll look for like some like for another tavern to like see if there's a bard there.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Anyone in particular, or just hitting a
Like a medium
in general.
quality,
medium quality tavern?
not like shit of the shit.
It's like I've still got to ask,
Yeah.
For all I know, you could be going to like the fucking Pearl or something.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna go look for someone. No, only if
I
I have a
got one tooth and a tambourine.
I want a golden room.
Where is my list of the taverns?
You better
Dandy
have.
Tabaxi was the medium one,
Yeah.
Yes.
if you're
Thank you.
looking for it.
Oh God, please.
And the tobacco.
I would love a tabaxi.
The tabaxis don't go in the zoo.
A tabaxi or a kobold would be great.
God, I just picture them in a little, in your fucking doorway, waiting for you. God, that's terrible. There's two mid ranges. There's the Dandy Tabaxi and the Sea Giant.
Tabaxi.
Sort of figured, but okay, you go in there. It's not very. Yeah, Salty Dredge is the absolute terrible one. So
Yeah, I'm good.
the Down Under is pretty close to it.
We should graffiti on there like, Splumas is better. Fuck you guys.
I think Spluva would be averse to that.
Yeah, I don't need to be associated with that.
Fair. Just, it's all right.
Well, what? No, that was the other campaign that had the informant in the really shitty bar.
Yes. For extension.
Yeah, extinction. Yeah.
Yeah. And for some reason, I thought you guys hit there for that stuff too.
No. We have standards.
But no, you don't. Not Spluma. And so, okay, you kind of look around. You see one guy that might be a bard that isn't actively on stage.
All right, I'll approach him.
Oh, sorry. This one is a tiefling. He seems very depressed as he is currently trying to drown himself in a bottle of wine.
How are you
Next to
feeling?
him. Like I'm still too sober.
How come? What's going on?
Kind of looks up at you and you see his eyes trying to focus on your face. Because my wife left me for another man.
Oh.
And he picks up his lute, which only has 2 strings on it. I can't play this.
Well, I guess you might be in luck. Would you like to
Why,
start?
you got a spare wife?
No, but would you like to start over somewhere new? I'm making my own settlement. And we could use a bar.
Why?
I guess somewhat for fun, somewhat for my own personal goals.
Oh no, why should I go? You got like a good stage? 3 meals a day?
Meals are definitely arrangeable. Stage, we can make that happen because we have a town full of lumberjacks.
Huh.
And we could get a replacement for this lute, or replacement strings at least.
And that sounds kind of nice.
Well,
Um,
would you like to sober up and think about it?
no and yes.
All right.
I. What's your name?
They call me Ryoko.
Both of you?
Uh, yes, I suppose. I don't know if you're seeing
Ah,
two, but
so twins. Doesn't
sure.
seem very original of your parents.
Well, is there a place I
guy.
could meet you tomorrow while you're a bit more sober to talk about it?
My favorite gutter isn't far from here.
All right.
And he kind of wildly swings a hand in almost all directions.
Um, what's your name?
I. What is my name? Why are you asking me about names?
It'd kind of be important to know you.
Do 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 I look like a guy who does namings?
How do you feel about pixies by chance?
I I don't name those either.
You don't like them?
I won't name them. I don't do names.
All right. All right. How about tomorrow morning we meet in front of this bar?
Okay. Okay.
I'll leave you to it, buddy.
Uh, you should sit and have some too.
Leave him a note or something. He's gonna
Yeah, that's what I
forget
was like
everything.
planning. I was just gonna say, she's gonna write
Poor guy.
a note and just like put it in his like shirt pocket of like,
I mean, you two are both really pretty. And my wife left me for a kobold.
well,
Ouch.
I'm sorry to hear that, but
I am too.
I'm gonna stuff like a note in his like shirt pocket
Is
or
this the bill?
or pocket. Nope. Don't worry
He
about
kind of
that.
uncrinkles it, and looks at it.
And I'll guess I'll
I don't think I have those coins on me, waiter.
uh
I
she'll
thought it was on my
she'll
tab.
she'll take the bill and put it back in his pants and then just see if he like tries to grab him again or if he doesn't even realize what happened.
He doesn't. He does, but he doesn't. He doesn't reach down for it when you reach into his pants. He just kind of looks at you, feeling frisky, huh? And
And
starts undoing his shirt.
and she's just gonna leave, but the note just basically says, tomorrow morning, be in front of this bar.
Fair enough. It's like as you are leaving, one of the tabaxis manning the bar kind of looks at you and shakes his head. You are talking to Manuel.
Okay.
Why?
I don't
He
know.
is very sad man.
Well, wouldn't it be nice for someone like that to have a new chance?
Not when cheat on the wife.
He cheated?
He got stabbed in the leg. Wife found out. His wife stabbed in the leg.
He got. Wait a minute. I'm not following through. He got stabbed in the leg, and then his wife found out, and then she stabbed him in the leg?
Yes. He slept with Killbold woman, someone else's wife, got stabbed in the leg by her husband. Went home, got stabbed in the leg by wife because she found out. Because turned out, Cobalt friend of his wife.
Aha.
That's a
let him stay
triangle
and
for sure.
run up a tab because he is decent when sober. But he does not pay, and he plays enough to pay for tab. We don't let him sleep here because that's a bit more and it's not that good. But
Would-
he at least pays for his wine.
Would you say he's, well, a believable, respectable guy otherwise?
Besides the wife sleeping, he's decent enough bard.
Well, maybe a little
He
place
won't
with.
try to steal wife in front of you, at least.
I guess maybe a place without women for now will do him some good.
It will definitely let legs heal better.
Yeah, I suppose so. But yeah, she's just gonna like leave for now and just I don't know if the others want to do something. She's basically done with her thing.
And
I
he kind of
guess-
pushes the bowl of mint towards you as you leave, just as a parting gift.
I appreciate it. But
This is fine. Come anytime. You are a good customer.
thank you. Does anyone else want to do something while we're in town?
I mean, if we're spending the night, I'll tend my bar.
Yeah, that's probably
Yeah,
a
Yeah,
good idea.
at this
It's going
point
to be a
you
day or two
realize
before the
Rax
livestock, so
Yeah, you're gone.
Rax was left into the
Yeah.
library.
I did kind of figure, but I guess
Yeah.
Ryoko just didn't really care.
Yeah.
I just have this as a list now.
yes. If you want to mark the liquor, you have 20 gallons of each.
Okay, wait, I'll just do.
So quite a bit of fucking liquor.
Okay.
20 gallons of each bard. Liquid bard? Oh no.
20 gallons of each bard, yeah.
No, but still, I just
Yeah.
imagine the squeeze bard to really get the libido up.
Yup. Otherwise, I guess Ryoko would also just do another restaurant shift since she's back.
This would take pretty much the whole day.
Okay,
so
then I'd skip.
it would already be dark by the time
Okay.
you're done.
Then I'll let just Spluma do his thing, and Ryoko will probably just go to
And
sleep.
Rex, you're allowed in the library till Fanfare retires for the night, so it's dark by the time you leave there.
I do have one
I
more.
assumed he will get kicked out at some point, otherwise he wouldn't leave.
Yeah,
I do have one more thing, but we can do that after Spluma's bar.
fair enough. You do go to the bar, Bluma, and it seems to be doing very well, honestly. It is actually packed to the brim, and it's the midday.
Yeah, nice.
So let me pull up your bar people. Are they in this? I forgot where I put your bar people.
I don't have my notes, unfortunately, because I'm on my.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
looking for my notes on it. I forgot which sheet I put them in.
I should have them just a second. Here.
I think they were in the general one. No, no.
There you go.
Shit. Oh, here they are. I found them. I think.
Yeah, perfect. Thank
Oh,
you.
I also
Dankeschön.
marked the ones that were rejected because I wanted to keep the notes.
Yeah.
It's
That's
there.
fair. Yeah, I don't know where the hell I put my damn joke or my damn notes for them. Probably named it something stupid. Oh, well, whatever. I will actually just go ahead and pop that in my general people's notes. Boop. There we go. Thank you very much, Rex.
There you go.
I will find it again sometime, I swear. So, okay. I mean, just a second for that.
I'm gonna have to. What is that for?
Oops. Not supposed to be like that.
It's the dragon lady at the entrance. She, on
Yes.
duty today.
She
Okay.
tends to do the day shifts.
Okay. I don't want to just like ask her outright, but I'd just ask like if any she has any luck with finding her brother.
Not yet, no.
Okay. Well, if there is anything I can do, let me know.
I'll let you know if I hear anything.
Yeah. How's everything been going?
Rowdy, but I mean, that's what happens when you have a popular pub.
Yeah. Suppose that's a
Which,
good
as
thing.
you are standing there, she lets somebody else in.
Right. Okay. Well, sounds good. I appreciate the good work.
Appreciate you giving me a job.
Mm.
So,
And I'll go and check with Splatoona.
oh,
Oh no.
ow.
Here we go.
Ugh. Oh shit! Sorry.
Good.
Okay, he's actually behind the bar with Rith at the moment,
Welcome back, Leopard.
Hmm.
just serving drinks to customers and everything. There's a new bard on the stage singing currently. It seems to be a song you haven't heard yet, but it seems to be about you guys.
No.
It's a very catchy, upbeat, comical one about how you sow chaos wherever you go, talking about the hill giant in this case.
Nice.
So it's of course on a bit more uptone note. Nobody got trampled to death or anything like that, you know. But definitely about you guys.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So Splatoon sees you and just, kind of waves, passes the mug to the customer who's serving, and kind of waves to the side of the bar.
Hmm.
What's up, son?
Not much. I was just in town checking in how everything's going.
Been going pretty well so far, actually. After we had the Battle of the Bards, we've had a lot more. And he kind of gestures to the completely packed pub.
Yeah.
We've had a
So
lot
it's
of
going well.
increase. Well, besides that, not much. Dining Caster
Okay.
has been in and out doing whatever she does.
Yeah.
We keep
Any
getting.
word on that orb or anything?
Not that
Or
she's told
sons?
me
Right.
no,
Okay. Yeah, I was just curious.
and I'm not going to
Um.
pry because
Yeah.
you
No, I
know.
wouldn't either. I get
So
you.
I'm spending less time barding and more time sorting through the applications and doing paperwork at this point.
Yeah.
Which
I mean,
he kind of points behind the bar, and you lean over and see like multiple stacks of paper.
if you need any help with that, you can hire somebody to little outside consultancy.
I was thinking of hiring some sort of assistant manager sort of person,
Yeah.
but
As long as we're
hadn't
making
had the
enough
time to
money.
go do it yet. It's been a little, I was going to put up a help wanted sign on the door, but I'm afraid how many people might answer it.
Yeah, that's true. The Merchants Guild was really helpful with finding someone. If
They
you want to
were
go there
who I was going to
during,
go and contact us through them. They were pretty reliable. You hear one of
yeah.
the customers, "Where's my beer? Fuck you!"
Um,
And you see the dwarf kind of shake his head and pass that guy a beer.
yeah. Do you have like a safe for keeping the profits, or what are you doing with all that?
Ah, and he kind of looks around conspiratorially and opens up a little bag on his side, which he pulls out the very corner of a safe,
Oh, okay.
making sure it's double.
Um,
Huh?
yeah,
Huh? Huh?
it's good. Okay, well, I'll probably drink and perform and
Which
sleep.
are you wanting your cut of the profits, or are you wanting to reinvest them?
How would I go about reinvesting?
Well,
What do you
just
think?
leave them with me, and I buy more personnel.
More
Maybe
personnel.
rent the courtyard so we can get outside tables.
Okay. How about I'll leave half, take half.
Works for me. He kind of reaches into his bag and pulls out a smaller pouch that's still pretty
Hmm.
hefty, and kind of splits it into two halves on the table.
Right.
So you were gone for what, 2 days, 3 days?
Um, 3 days because I think we traveled for 2 and then spent 1 there.
I believe that
Yes.
sounds right.
Sounds right. That sounds right. Okay. So for the profits that you made, the half of it would be. Let's see. Your half would be 96 gold.
Okay.
So it's only been a couple days, but still a pretty
Yeah.
damn hefty profit, all things considered.
It's nice. Yeah.
So
Very nice.
we're thinking of making the Battle of Bods like an every weekend sort of thing. Really pulling the customers.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And he, kind of leans over. Most of them are willing to work for free as long as they get on the stage.
Right?
So
Some good name
what they
recognition
calling
here.
it?
For exposure.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, they're offering to pay them. It's just some of them are so desperate to get on the stage in this place now. They're willing to forsake the pay just to be seen.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be like popping on a late night show or some other sort of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Eurovision. There we go. It's like getting on Eurovision. Everybody will know your face at that point, and your bad jacket.
They get paid though.
Well, I
Let's
believe they
ignore
do,
that
but
one.
yeah, it's like I'm just
I
talking
get
as
the
a
idea. Yeah.
thought. So yeah, it's like I'm aware that the ones on there probably get paid by their country and everything to represent them. But think of the olden times when companies used to pay people to advertise their things rather than you having to pay to have Coke in your Transformers movie.
Yeah.
I still think that's shit. I would not. I
It's
don't want a Mustang in my
insane.
fucking movie if I have to pay for the fucking Mustang. You should be paying me to have your Mustang in my movie, bitches.
Yeah.
Yep.
But well.
Rant over. So, but no, it's like other than that, he doesn't. Besides the usual rowdy drunks and things like that, he hasn't had any trouble working the place. He is thinking of hiring more staff since it has been so busy almost all the time. The only staff he's not going to enhance is the cooking staff because he's pretty sure that urine might murder anybody else that he hires for cooking staff.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
she seems to
right.
be more than able to keep up with everything.
I forgot you have the fucking crazy lady.
Yeah,
Yes, the
drow.
ex-drow matrion. I mean, it's just a new form of zealotry to her. No longer Lolth is the one in her heart. It's the kitchen. That is her new palace. But yeah, he kind of talks over the thoughts for you, the new what it might cost and everything. Get another bartender or two, a couple extra wait staff, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, that's fine. I'll talk to the dwarf and see if he has any new drinks he's come up with. Take a couple.
Okay, yeah, he of course smiles when you ask him about that, and he kind of shoos away one of the customers. I've got just the thing. I worked on it all week, just got the flavor. Goes over to the other side of the bar, which Platoona kind of sighs and goes over there, starts filling ale mugs for people and stuff like that. As this guy looks like a mad scientist in his lab with these various bottles and concoctions and fruits and things. It takes him a good 5 minutes to mix this very tiny shot glass. He puts it in front of you. It is a bright pink and lightly fizzy in such a way that some of the bubbles are literally leaving the cup and floating a little bit before they pop. And as a last touch with a large amount of decorum and pride, he puts a toothpick with a little piece of pineapple carved like an elephant on top.
Looks very elegant.
It looks elegant, but it's hiding a dark secret.
Well,
And
bottoms
he
up.
just smiles. Bottoms up. Give me a con save at disadvantage.
Oh god.
Oh.
All right. This shit is powerful. Bluma. Like
Yeah.
it's so strong that when you do the shot, you can feel the vapors coming up through your nose. It tastes very sweet though, kind of like cotton candy, for lack of a better thing.
All right,
Mhm.
Lem. Now you got to take a shot of
And you're
Everclear in real
so
life.
drunk, you don't notice the fact that you are
Ouch.
floating through the air now.
Flying
Fun.
slow mo.
As you hear the dwarf go, "Huh, the pink cloud works well."
It tastes good.
So everybody's kind of looking at you as you're lightly floating above the place.
Now you have to do like some kind of romantic ballad because you are floating.
Give me
So good
sober.
looking at it.
Because, yeah, like literally seconds after drinking this thing, Spluma, you're seeing double, your speech is slurred. It's like you are hammered, fucking just
Oh,
totally gone.
well, I think it's about time to start playing on my manual.
Pretty much. Which you feel Splatoon kind of grab your leg and pull you down,
Wait, what?
and then hands you a brick and puts it on your lap and just
God.
says, "Stay there."
You're scaring off the hose.
But I wanna float.
Which he looks at the dwarf and goes, "Last time you let them flow freely, they fell and broke a table. Tie them down next time."
God.
And after about
Mhm.
let's see, how long did this last? I have to check. After about 2 minutes, you stop feeling all light and bubbly. You're still pretty fucking hammered, but gravity seems to
Yeah.
be working normal again.
I gotta show you to my one friend. She'd like your drinks.
Nah, I do try my best.
She definitely would.
Which you do. Well, you try to focus on his drink list, but through the blur, you can't read the words, but you're pretty sure it's doubled in list. A couple of them you can barely make out, like little skull icons next to them.
You got
So you think
something
those?
light I can just sip on? Just keep it going. Not
He kind of
that
looks at
again.
you. Spluma puts a hand on the door shoulder. Sober him up first, then he can drink. He turns around, you hear a bunch of stuff happening, and he puts kind of a grayish green liquid in front of you. Drink it up, boss.
Okay.
It
Oh,
tastes like
not me.
mint and cabbage.
No.
But go ahead and give me a con save at advantage.
No. Huh.
It slides down your throat, burns like hellfire for a few seconds, and you feel sobered up. Like, honestly, you feel a little too sobered up.
Oh god, I don't like this. Give me a drink.
He slides you a whiskey. I thought you'd turn code. Sorry. You ain't a dwarf.
Yeah, no, all good.
As soon as you've
Panic,
done the whiskey, the
Appreciate
world
it.
seems right again. Like there's hope in the world.
I need that for the fucking tiefling.
We're gonna destroy their worldview
Yeah.
with that.
Next time, we'll make sure to
Oh.
make it a half drag for you, boss. Don't want you
Appreciate
going
it.
too far out the other side.
More of a smoker than a drinker, but I do like the way you make them.
So,
Well, is anybody up after? Well, just like look over on the stage. That guy.
yeah, everybody was kind of watching it a little bit, but they're back to doing what they were doing. You do see several people looking kind of angry, passing money to other people.
Whatever.
So, I mean, there's still a bard on the stage. It's like Splatoon's got it booked. If you want to hop on, you can, but it's like he's
Yeah.
made sure there's always somebody on stage at this point entertaining people.
I mean,
we
I'll
could
hop on
push
after
the
that
clown
guy
back a
finishes
little
his
bit.
stuff. Yeah. The clown?
The clown.
You got a clown?
Mm-hmm. Hey,
Is
he
it
kind of nods,
Splatoon himself?
No, no, he's not a clown. He takes you to the dressing room where there's several bards, and indeed there is a clown waiting.
God damn.
Winkles.
So,
Got an hour break before you get on.
Okay. Well, the people like it.
I want to.
They do. He, as soon as he closes the door, he speaks a little bit lower. They love to watch him juggle because he juggles like shit.
I'm
Last week
honestly.
he got a concussion and he hasn't talked since.
I want to flip like a 50-50 coin if my character just likes or hates clowns.
No, it's likes or is terrified of. There is no in between, it seems.
I guess the just hates them is like if it lands on the middle.
No, yeah. If it just edge.
Yeah.
So I probably want to add one more. But yeah, it's like he's an idiot. He's horrible at his job, but he's good for laughs. So keep him in. No place else hires him anyway, so he's always got an open schedule, and he works for peanuts, literally most of the time.
Poor guy.
That's nice.
Oh, that's nice, dude. Hell yeah, brother.
So I mean, we keep him fed. We've got a clown for him whenever we need a clown. I just got to make sure I replace any clubs that he breaks when he drops them. Of course,
Yeah,
we do have a
that's
disclaimer when he gets on stage that if you're closer than 10 feet, we will not be liable for any injuries.
Yeah. Classic splash zone.
Oh, yes. Especially when he gets the watermelon on stage. So,
Yeah,
hell of
well.
a cleanup. But people seem to like it, so
Yeah, you've been doing well. Appreciate it.
figured if I'm going to be running this place, I might as well make my son proud. Not doing anything stupid. Too
You
stupid.
can do something stupid every once in a while.
Not while I'm on duty.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah, well, I'll do it after hours. Besides, I
There you
do
go.
plenty of stupid things with your stepmother, so
Okay, well, let me know when I can go
Oh.
on stage.
One of the help wants to know, one of the bards we hire, mind you, how you feel about strip music.
Drift
I
music?
recommend no strip. We got a
Oh.
troll that wants to start taking off his clothing till somebody throws money at him.
Oh.
Out of terror.
Yeah,
Works.
maybe if it was an elf, but
Well, I mean, then nobody be throwing money to put the clothes back on.
yeah, they'd be throwing
Let
money
the
to take
troll
more
do
clothes
its
off.
thing.
Just wonder if it's okay with you. Think it might bring in a lot of money once it gets down to the loincloth.
Yeah, or it might just drive people out.
Well, I mean, we've had a couple that, yeah, the Kenku was something else. They enjoyed
Yeah.
his singing. It's just, he went off the stage after about 2 songs screaming about screamy pretty eye gems and bit a dude's eyes out. So we had to ban him.
God.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm gonna go with no.
With the boss, I'll try to break it to him gently. Maybe
Yeah, I appreciate it.
maybe push him towards another tavern.
Yeah, I'm sure it's
Which
I
he gets
just
a particularly evil grin when he says that. Got a few places in mind.
just rather keep not a certain reputation, but not troll stripping.
He kind of shrugs. I mean, you got a crazy dwarf that's making drinks that do all kinds of weird, fucked up things.
You just
I had to
have to
ban a
add
couple
like
of
a
his
private
drinks.
room.
So
People like that though.
did they have a spare room? I don't think they have. Well, they'd have to like do it in Splatooner's room or some shit like that.
Like a private room for it.
In one of the
Splatoon, this is
workers'
your-
rooms, because I think they're all but one of the rooms I think are technically
as the-
occupied,
Yeah.
because one's for
Leave
renting,
one
one's a
room for-
dressing room. You
Mhm.
got one for the one for the some for the staff and one for Splatoona. So
Mhm.
like there's
the back
one.
alley.
Oh, God. That'd be a hell. Just put them on Main Street at that point. Don't think of the children. At least it's not a bugbear.
Yeah.
Can you just imagine a bugbear in like fishnet stockings, just the fur sticking out in clumps doing that?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you couldn't really see anything because it's just fur.
What if he
Yeah.
shaved those? Oh God, no! Oh God, no! Oh, that's a dark path my mind went down. Oh, was there anything in particular you were looking for in the library, Rex, or were you just enjoying yourself?
Not looking anything, unless I
Okay.
find something super specific, but no
I
any
will take a
ideas
peek.
from me.
It's like, honestly, I don't think he's going to keep anything in easy reach that's particularly forbidden or foreboding.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
yeah,
more in
So,
his
I
room,
mean,
anyways.
absolutely.
yeah, I mean, they keep those locked away,
Like
or
I
at
know
least
that the
somehow sealed.
library was private for the castle, so
Yeah.
even Rex didn't have access to it before. But now that he has, of course, he's be reading and looking at
Oh yeah.
everything. But
Like there's a
I'm not
most of
looking
the stuff
anything
in
specific.
there. Yeah, it's like there's no you don't find any sort of dark tomes or forbidden things. It's like plenty of really good stories, lots of like scientific journal sort of things, treatises on different types of animals, monsters, planes. Not anything particular you don't know, but they're still good reads.
That gives me a good idea.
So like I said, Fanfear and Fervorous are probably smart enough to keep anything that would melt anybody's
Yeah.
brain or summon a demon out of the public's reach. Keep alpacas 101. There are lots of animal husbandry books in there, but unfortunately the library does not allow checkouts.
I mean, listen, I mean,
So I
Ryoko
mean you
took
could
some
ask the
books.
librarian if they have, books on alpaca keeping. They probably
Rex is
do, but
quick writer, so he could copy the whole thing.
Ryoko did also
Yeah.
just take some books from there already with the potion stuff.
yeah, those ones were let out with the promise of bringing them back, and you've kind of got princess privileges.
Okay.
Rex does not.
Yeah.
So it's one of those they can loan you more when you bring them back, because the librarian was just kind of, it's a princess. I can't technically say no, but
Right.
yeah. It's like
And
technically they own the books, but
even though she's held in high regard, she does have good sticky fingers as well.
they aren't quite as aware of that. You haven't really shoplifted in the castle,
Yeah.
at least not anything of true value.
I haven't
so-
actually, I haven't stolen anything in the town at all yet.
Yes, you did. You helped Spluma put a large chunk
Oh
of
yeah,
the town
that's
to
true.
sleep.
That is true.
It's
I
like you
did do that.
I
multiple
stole their
people.
stuff.
For some reason, I thought that was in a different place. No, that was here.
No, that was here
Everybody
where
was, yeah.
Spluma read the book,
Yeah.
put them all to sleep, and you helped them loot the bodies.
Yeah, that is true. I guess I haven't done anything except that.
Yeah.
Like I said, the
Oh,
palace has
nothing
been
more.
untouched from what except for you maybe stealing hors d'oeuvres or something. But
Yeah, that I
like you sure as
forgot
hell
that wasn't in
had
this
crime
town.
done in the city itself.
Yeah, every one of us has done a crime in here.
Torrin hasn't.
I'm sure Torrin did something, even if it's like small, like littering or cursing at people.
Oh well, cursing. She's definitely. If cursing was against the law in this place, there would be so many fines.
Yeah.
If they looked at their tax records, they might find something about a certain magic shop that was.
Yeah, maybe. But that was like only
Are
for
you
like.
really wanting them to do that?
Well, no. It's technically on her record.
Yeah, I mean they're eventually going to find it probably, and just like, oh shit, let's correct that. But it's probably nothing major.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
drawing
think.
a blank. Then what are we talking about?
Hmm?
Huh? What?
I'm drawing a blank on what you guys are talking about.
The tax
Rex,
cutoff when
like,
we did the
orange.
taxes
Yeah,
for
the
Ray Guy.
Rexes.
Oh, the
Yeah.
taxes. Well, Torrin will never notice it because she's not
Yeah.
doing those anymore.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
And even then, like it's just gonna be like they're gonna change the numbers. Like, oh, that's wrong.
yeah,
Okay.
I mean they'll just
Yeah.
remove the clause that lets Ray Guy pay less
Yeah.
taxes. But that's going to be quite a while because the rest of the taxes are working perfectly. One bump in the system.
Yep.
Nobody wants to go through all that fucking paperwork to rewrite one thing.
No.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're taxing this particular shop slightly less than the others. Whatever. Probably some sort of royalty thing. I'm not going to fuck with it. I just collect the money.
Yeah. Unless you guys still have something to do, I would like ask a couple things.
Yeah. Nope. Go for it.
I'll
Oh,
just do my performance at some point.
I would. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If you want, you can do that first.
Sure.
You'd have enough time for 3 performances in that time span.
Okay.
So 3 good long
Um,
ballads or stories or whatever you want to pitch at the people.
Animate.
The usual, do all the bard things.
Yeah.
Mind you,
One's a
a couple of
pyrotechnic.
people give a little bit of a double take between you and your simulacrum.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, what are you
Pretty
animating,
good.
and what are you doing with it?
I think just like a table, just to like carry me around.
Fair enough. I mean, the guys grab their beers off the table once you animate it. They don't want it walking away.
Yeah.
But all I can
I forget- I
picture is you doing like that draw me like your French girl pose, playing your lyre as you're riding around on the table. But
I'm trying to think. I think it has like 10 feet of like hover, whatever I animate.
I think it's fly speed, yeah, because it works like
Yeah.
dancing item.
Right.
I will double check.
Yeah. I don't know where it
Um,
is.
Okay,
Oh,
it's
here it
probably
is.
a monster.
Yeah. 30 feet of fly speed hover.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So I'll just like hover above everybody and just move around the bar. And
Fair enough. I
perform.
still remember Couchy. May his glory never be forgotten. Still surprised that couch lasted as long as it did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tanked.
It was a good couch.
Yeah, and a lot of people were terrified of the couch.
The only issue was to get it through the damn corridors.
Well, yeah, I
Right.
mean, couches don't really bend, so. Okay, I mean, of course, everybody likes your stuff. Really good,
Mhm.
well received. They throw a total of 59 gold at you during your performance.
Nice.
Mind
And
you,
I'll just
as your time's going up, you can see the clown lurking in the back of the stage, just behind the curtains, just waiting. Handful of wooden clubs.
give him one of these once my time's over.
Fair enough.
Maybe he'll
Well,
juggle properly.
thanks to you, let's see if he actually juggles. Because he's pretty damn klutzy.
Wow.
Oops, whoopsie. Didn't mean to do that. Plus okay, so 9. Second one, I accidentally clicked
He
100.
juggled
So roll.
62 balls.
He actually keeps them up for several minutes, and everybody in the crowd's like, just kind of dumbstruck. They're used to like 2 get in the air and then the loud clunking sound. But they're just kind of like, that, huh. You do see a couple people very happy as they're taking large piles of gold from other people.
I was thinking of setting up a house bet.
So, yeah, it was already set up. They knew when the clown's coming out. They have usually a bet on how many tosses he can do. So, and yeah, several people seem very happy. The rest just seem kind of dumbstruck. How long for 10 minutes? For 10 minutes, he properly juggles. Like, very,
Wow.
very well. And then as soon as those 10 minutes are up, back right in the fucking head. Knocks him down. Everybody loses their shit laughing. But he gets up in a couple minutes and then starts to try to juggle again.
Now the
Which,
bets go the other.
he took 2 points of damage from that. Apparently, it knocked him back into skill again. Like, you do not see any registering of, like, consciousness in his eyes. They're just kind of a blank stare. He's probably unconsciously juggling at this point. Once again, though, everybody's kind of like, has he gotten so bad he's got good? But after the hour's up, Splatoona kind of leads him off the stage.
Mhm.
And everybody just kind of, generally laughs or kind of claps as he takes off the stage. You do notice there's a little bit of blood on the stage, which is promptly mopped up by one of the waiters. So, and then a more normal bard comes out on stage.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
so what is your
Yeah.
question, Rio?
Well, I was gonna ask a character question.
Oh, who?
I was gonna go for the Dragonborn Druid.
Okay, in the castle.
Yes.
Okay, Rothgar?
Yeah,
Okay.
Rothgar.
Hate looking through all my damn notes. Yeah, Rothgar. This is after you did all that, so it is. Oh, oh, that hurt. Oh, ouchie. Sorry, I sneezed and popped my back. Sorry. It is nighttime, so he is in his little hut. You do see a candlelight on it.
I'll knock if that's possible in there.
I mean, it is. You kind of hear it. Some
Sorry.
scattering of
Is it,
various
like,
stuff.
There's gonna just be like a muffled "sorry" coming from the other side of the door.
Yeah, and he very slowly opens the door. Princess, what brings you here at this hour?
Well, I just got finished doing a lot of business, and I was wondering if you'd have some time to talk.
Suppose I do. There's not much room here. We would either go to the garden or inside.
I don't mind. Is there, like, whatever you prefer? I'm sure there's plenty of room in here. I mean, it's just a quick talk I was gonna look for.
He's fine just talking there if you want. So.
Yeah, that's fine. So, I mean, you know about the settlement and everything that I was working on.
I heard a bit about it. Yes. How is that going?
Actually, honestly, pretty good. This is quite surprising. We've come into sort of an alliance with like pixies now there. It was kind of surprising. We accidentally cut down one of their pixie lords' homes that was running their own little like
Which he gets
subcorp.
wide-eyed at that.
Luckily, I managed to make sure everything goes down peacefully. We didn't have to fight or anything like that. Everything resolved itself, and at least we're now in like sort of an alliance with them. I was wondering, of course, them being pixies and everything like that, they do take quite fondly to people that also like nature and druidry and everything. I mean, I was wondering if you'd like to check the place out at some point, maybe help with some of the plant growth to make it more of a friendly environment for the pixies.
I suppose I could make a quick trip there if you'd like.
Sure. I mean, you don't have anything against pixies, do you?
No. Why would I have something against pixies?
No, it's more that a lot of people are just generally afraid of them.
I mean, the creatures of the woods, like everything else.
Yep.
They're a bit mischievous. They like to play pranks, but they're not necessarily malevolent.
That is true. I was also hoping that I could refer to you for some questions like that I have for, well, future purposes. I was wanting to delve a bit more into druidry myself and get familiar with it.
I can try to lead you down the path of greenery if you like, but it requires quite a bit of devotion to different gods.
I
think
bet.
that you worship a different one, don't you?
I'm honestly not exactly sure who I worship yet.
Oh, well, that works out fine then. I can teach you about them, and you can learn their ways.
That would be nice, yes.
Unfortunately, sometimes when clerics try to dabble into druidry, you get a bit of god clashing.
Ugh. I guess they don't want to lose their, well, soldiers, so to say.
He kind of nods. They are very possessive.
Understandable. What sort of god do you follow for it?
Mine?
Yes.
Well, he reaches underneath his robes and pulls out a uh head of a unicorn on a chain.
Oh,
I follow Meliki.
Maliki.
Sylvanas is also fairly popular, and Talos is as well.
Interesting.
They don't necessarily require cleric-like devotion, but it helps to attune to one of their thoughts.
Right. I guess that makes sense. I mean, you have to draw the magical power from somewhere.
So, mind you, most of them are quite happy if you just treat nature good.
Right.
They usually don't require what the offerings.
I mean, I have been trying to preserve nature. Of course, we have been doing a bit of lumbering at the settlement, but
Yeah, he kind of raised an eyebrow
But-
at that before you said that.
I'm not the person in the party that's at least like actively destroying plants, and we are working on preserving plants in the settlement and nature.
Well, trees fall, and they aren't fond of cities, but people too are animals, so they understand to a degree.
Right. Well, I'll think about it a bit more and look into some druidic deities.
They you can always speak to me if you need to.
I will.
As I said, I personally worship that one, but I am at least familiar with most of the others.
I will come back to you in the morning to consult you about the others, and of course yours. But yes,
Okay.
do give it some thought about visiting the settlement at some point. I'm sure you could make the Fae very happy by helping them with like the plan structurization and all.
I will do what I can. Do you have a group heading that way soon?
Yes, I do. In a few days, as soon as the animals are ready.
Travel with them. I will pack my things tomorrow and
Wonderful.
make sure I have plenty of my herb, since I will be meeting several new people.
I appreciate that. I'll let you know, and the moment noticed when I know.
He kind of nods. Is there anything else tonight?
No, that would be all. Thank you. You've been a great help.
Good night then.
Good night.
I'm going to check on the nocturnal flowers.
Peace out.
He kind of waves at you and shuffles off into the garden.
She will go into like her own like private room
Mm-hmm.
and finally like pull out Mr. Harry
Gotcha.
because
They kinda-
no one knows about him yet. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
What are you needing?
Well, I mean, I know exactly what you're familiar with, and one of those things is public infrastructure,
Correct.
which would you be able to help me properly align a settlement and like structurize it when it comes to that?
You are looking at a professor.
Perfect. I was hoping you'd say
I
that.
specialize in public infrastructure. It's almost an insult you think I couldn't help you. The ball doesn't have facial expressions, but you feel like it's glowering at you.
Well, first of all, I was just asking, and you could be a little bit nicer, but yes.
You could have too. You said you knew what I specialized in. And yet you asked me a question like that. It'd be like me asking you, do you know how to handle that sword?
Yeah, I mean, that would be very smart to ask because certain fighters might not be able to handle certain weapons.
There's kind of a silence from the orb. I think I have to aim lower for you, don't I? Very well. No, I helped build several cities in the past before I was expired. I can help build another one. It won't be anything difficult.
All
What
right.
what sort of shape is your city in?
We're in the beginning stages.
So not a city at all. Oh, well, on a plus note, that means the groundwork will be easier to lay down and we won't have to remodel.
Yes. Terraforming will be plentiful that has to be done, but we're currently
Yes, it will.
working on
We'll
everything.
need you. You have a feeling that if this was a person, he'd be ticking things off on his fingers as he talks. You know, the sewer, the aqueducts. We have to make sure there's a public service office, and just starts going down this rambling line of things that he wants to build.
Right, but there's a key component in this, at least one so far, maybe more as we go on.
Oh, are you on Bedrock?
We're housing Fae as well.
Oh, like elves. That's not a problem.
So we're going to try and integrate the nature into the city.
It does make it a little trickier, but as you said, it's a start, so we won't have to work around it. We just work among it.
Yes.
We don't fall that tree, we don't divert that river,
Nope.
and we instead build around it and accentuate it.
Exactly, we can use it as decorations.
I like the way you think, young.
Well, I'm
Perhaps
glad
you
that
can get into
switched.
the public infrastructure as well.
Well, I guess I am already by starting my own settlement.
Well, you're merely dabbling in it.
Yep.
I could take you as a pupil and really get you into it.
Well, sure, I'm going to be seeking your advice for it anyways.
Very wise of you.
Well,
It's a shame I don't have hands.
yeah, it kind of is, but maybe we can eventually get you something to be able to cast Mage Hand or something like that.
I think he has mage hand.
Can he?
I need to double check.
I think the ball has it.
Yeah, I think they have mage hand. I think it's the
I
only
mean,
thing they
that
They
would
had
work.
something that they could touch some things.
That would
but-
work.
Let's see.
I don't remember.
Can't conflicts. Yes, it can cast the mage hand cantrip as well. It can only use the spell to transport itself.
Oh,
So it can
Yeah, so
follow
it's
you around, and that's about it.
if I hold it in my hand, would it be able to cast Mage Hand on something else?
No, it specifies it can
Okay.
only use it to move itself.
Well, I could ask Mewth, yeah, that's a different character. I could ask Nyanners.
I mean, Muth is technically unemployed at the moment.
yeah, I
He
could
is out there somewhere.
I could ask Nyanners to see if we can get you something to actually have arms of some sort, be it another pair
It
of
would
usable
help.
mage hands.
It would indeed help in drawing blueprints.
Yes, it
As
would.
it is, I would have to talk very extensively.
Yes. Well, I'm going to let that sink over the night since it's deep, dark night at the moment and consult Nyanners about it in the morning.
And
But-
it is about time for you to get off, right?
Yes. But it is
I thought
nice.
so.
It is nice to have your help in this.
Of course, it's one of my specialties. I would love to help in my field of expertise again.
Perfect.
Just as long as you listen, I think we will get along just dandy.
Oh, don't worry. The only I got you for a reason. I chose you from many other Professor Orbs.
Ah, you are a lady of good taste.
So if I will consult you about something, it's going to be something that I'm all ears for.
Very, very good. Very wise of you.
But
Feel free to call upon my expertise whenever you need it. I'll be more than happy to help.
I shall. You have a good day, and I'll see you on the flip side, hopefully with new arms.
He says something in Goblin and kind of dims the light a little bit.
And I'll put him back.
So,
And no one,
right.
like, the greatest thing is no one knows I have this thing yet.
yeah, I forgot you bought it in secret.
Yeah, no one,
Random orb.
yeah, no one knows I just have this professor in my pocket.
Quite
Welcome,
a collection of things he knew. I forgot about him
welcome back,
knowing
Shuri.
armaments and weapons and royal lineages.
Yeah, he speaks Elvish, Dwarvish, Goblin, and Common.
Mm-hmm.
Elvish and Dwarvish are like perfect, like versatile languages.
Oh yeah, and the goblin, because believe it or not, they're pretty good little engineers.
Yeah.
So he
And
very much kept to what he specialized in.
also having an actual combination of infrastructure and mathematics is actually a pretty nice thing to have. Someone
They do
bad
go
at
hand in hand.
someone
Honestly.
bad
It
at
helps.
math would be really shitty at designing like certain infrastructure.
Oh yeah, it's like it helps to be able to do the
Is
algebra
this
to see how much your bridge is
symmetrical?
going to hold, or accidentally put things in metric instead of,
Yeah.
imperial or vice versa. Why
Mhm.
is this trench so damn long?
How many square meters is this?
It's really nice.
I still love that fucking NASA did that on accident and fucking destroyed a $2 billion drone.
Yeah. And hey, at least he's also experienced with royal lineages and he's in one now, I guess.
Just technically, I guess. I mean,
Just
it's
serving.
not a real soul, it's just the copy of it. So, I mean, if it breaks, you can't really resurrect him or anything.
Hmm.
This is more like a computer program that just has this individual's knowledge and skills.
Yep.
So, thankfully.
Yeah.
So,
But
otherwise, that could lead to some very interesting things.
yeah. Otherwise, that'd be all from me.
Okay. Anything else we want to touch on before we call it a day?
Nah, I'm fine.
I'm all good.
All right.
Rex
Thank-
is nothing in the city really. So
Yeah, we'll go ahead and call it for then. That was a beautifully scuffed thing. So
so many
gonna
technical
hop off.
difficulties.
Yeah.
Like
Fuck
I
me.
deliberately didn't stream because, like I said, yesterday I tried to stream or the day before, and I was getting hell of a bit chop. So
Yeah.
figured I might as well make sure that it works well for everybody else. And lo and behold, the world said, "No, you know what? We're gonna fuck with someone else instead." All right. Well, talk to you guys later. You enjoy your
Yes.
evenings and
Yep.
day. I'm gonna go get me some lunch.
Thank you and
Yeah.
peace out.
Later,
Bye-bye.
guys.
Bye-bye.
All right. Chad, thank you very much for dropping in for today. I have to wake up soon, unfortunately. But I'm going to peace out for today. I hope you guys have a very nice rest of your night/day. Thank you for being here, Aaron, Shuri, and everyone that is lurking. I hope to see you guys again tomorrow. Much love. Thank you for being here. I'll see if I'm going to take off Tuesday and Wednesday. I'm not sure yet. But if so, we'll be doing a lot of Elden Ring. And the sooner I'm done with it, I'm going to be happy because I finally have it all in me. And the sooner I'm done with me, we can also move on to finally other game projects that I've been waiting for a long time. Project Zomboid, the new Terraria world, Don't Starve Together, hopefully soon during the update. And Grounded, all that kind of stuff. Hopefully we'll be able to expand our horizons again soon. I really appreciate you guys for supporting me. I hope we can do, I really want to do a Terraria world again soon. That's something I really want to do. So thank you guys for watching. Stay awesome. I'll see you then. Peace out. Much love. Enjoy the fan art.